All right, it is Monday. We are here. Time for Monday Night Raw with our brand new Universal Champion, Brock Lesnar. How's it going, guys? How's everyone doing today? We're all surviving, I hope. Hopefully we'll have a good turnout tonight and many of the same folks that were in here last night. And we'll see what's next for the WWE and Raw. We got a big battle royal tonight to determine Brock's opponent, I'm guessing, at SummerSlam. Cross promotion. Both Raw and SmackDown guys are in it. Couple of notable names, Braun Strowman and Roman Reigns. That again. So we'll see. Hope everybody that was upset. Shout out to last night's Super Chat champ, Mike Witt, who even in disappointment and anger, motherfucker is still donating. Felt bad for him. He seemed legitimately pissed. I was a little bit confused by the move, but willing to see where it goes. I'll tell you what, man, I hope I'm not sitting here every Monday night talking about Brock dropping the title at WrestleMania. I hope he drops it quicker than that. And I'll talk about a little scenario that I just tweeted about a little while ago that might make all of this okay. It's unlikely, but there might be a little throwback to 2014 going on for all we know. So let's see how it plays out. You got to remember, nobody was happy with Seth as champ. Fans were saying it. You guys were saying it in the chat. YouTube comments, tweets. Seth's a boring champion. He's not over. He's not a good babyface. He's cringe. Maybe WWE heard your complaints. And they said, oh, they don't like him. Back to Brock. Who knows? But it reminded me a little bit. I thought of 2014. Remember when John Cena won the titles at the Money in the Bank after Bryan forfeited and the fans lost their shit? And I was like, y'all, I have a feeling that John Cena's going to go to SummerSlam and drop those titles to Brock. Like, he just beat The Undertaker. That's what they're doing. No, GoodMicWork, you're stupid. You're naive. Cena's just going to destroy Brock and keep winning and never drop the belt ever. And what happened? So what if, since there have been rumblings and rumors of WWE maybe giving Braun Strowman another push, he got a big win last night against Lashley, doing more crazy Braun Strowman things. Seems like he's, being treated a little bit better than he was winning titles with Nicholas and working with SNL guys. So if they are going to maybe say, okay, Seth wasn't working out as a babyface, we need to create another big babyface, or maybe try to go with someone else for a while, maybe Brock, as crazy as it sounds, maybe he's a transitional champion. Maybe Braun Strowman goes into SummerSlam and does to Brock what Brock did to Cena in 2014. What if that happens? I'm not saying it will. I know we've seen the match a million times. I know Strowman is ruined. All that shit. I know that. But what if they did that? Wouldn't that make all of this okay? Give Brock the title for a month in order to put over Strowman and try to make up for all the shit they did to him before? What if he goes out there and murders Brock, beats him like Goldberg did at Survivor Series? Are you really that cynical that you think he's been ruined to the degree that if he did that, that wouldn't help him? Or that wouldn't bounce him back? If he murdered Brock at SummerSlam in the main event, that wouldn't help him? I think it would, regardless of what's happened to him previously. So I think he's already ruined is a stupid argument. But then again, Strowman might have nothing to do with it. And he might continue to suck. Here comes Brock. Anyway, how y'all doing? 124 people in here to kick off Raw. Smash that thumbs up for me tonight. I have a feeling we're going to have a good audience in here. This is a big night on Raw. A lot of fans are pretty pissed. And instead of not tuning in, they're probably going to tune in. And WWE's ratings are going to go up. And then they're going to attribute that to Brock Lesnar. Oh, now Brock's doing the, oh God, fans are loving this. Nathan, what's going on, buddy? Thanks for the $2. Apparently this is a Heyman first Raw in charge. Eric Bischoff is en route. He's been driving, tweeting his trip. So I don't think he's fully started his job at all. He's actually making the drive from Wyoming all the way to Stamford with his dog. And he ain't there yet. So things aren't really even in place yet since those hirings. We got to give it some time. I think what giving the belt back to Brock last night was working a little bit backwards, especially after all that time they went through putting Seth over. I thought he could have that feather in his cap for a while and Brock could just cash in on Kofi. I thought that would have made more sense. This seems like it's taken a step backwards, but if it's done in order to put somebody else over, then maybe it'll all turn out in the long run just fine. But I don't know about you, but I'm not trying to see Brock hold that belt hostage for another 7, 8, 9 months to a year. I can't handle it. So this title run better be short. Because if we get to the end of 2018 and he's still the champ, I'm going to be unhappy. What's going on, Big J? Say to Levante and Autumn. Almighty, Austin, Alex, Bruce, Crazy, Elias, Trudat, or True the Game, Jake, Old Sammy, Mike, Vape Lord, Marcus, Diehard, Old Sammy, Rajiv, Mediocre Man, Vape Lord, Addicted Chip, good to see you back. North Carolina in the house. Colin Wright, Angie, Harvey, Ian, Kobe. All y'all. They're recapping last night. Man, crazy. Roman is in this battle royal too. Makes me wonder. I think WWE forgot that they moved him to SmackDown. He could win and be right back on Raw challenging Brock again. Where are they? Are they in Dayton? That looks like the Nutter Center. What's going on? How Wheezy? Oh my God. How about Brock as a 3-time Universal Champion? Like 6 dudes have held that belt and he's held it 3 times. Aaron Belcher, thank you, brother, for the super chat. Do I think Bobby Lashley would be worthy opponent for Lesnar? Yeah, but not now. Like previous Bobby Lashley, if they booked him like a monster, or if he would have won and defeated Braun Strowman last night, then yeah, right now I feel like if anybody's going to challenge him, it might be Strowman. Maybe actually put Strowman over this time. You gotta know, you gotta think Seth's coming out here, right? Wouldn't you think he'd be pissed? Oh, Long Island, okay. I saw the yellow staircases. It reminded me of the Nutter Center in Dayton. Big Raw next week, apparently, as well. Big reunion show. They haven't done one of those in a while. I guess they're overdue. Raw 25, I think, was the last one. No, I got a beer here, too. I was just drinking my Jersey Mike's from earlier. I don't want to drink much tonight. I'll probably just have 1 or 2 beers. But I got one right here. Good old Red Stripe.
You know who else needs to hear "We told you so"? Everyone in WWE. Because I told everyone Seth Rollins will not be defending the title at SummerSlam. You better have...
You know, with the rumors of Ronda coming back, too, I thought maybe they could do a Brock and Ronda and Becky and Seth type of thing.
No one in the back listened to me.
Haha, there's Mike. You're alive. I thought about you all night last night, Mike. I was like, I hope he's all right. And you're back. Welcome back. Thanks for the $2. Did you hear my Braun Strowman idea? Maybe that would make it all better.
We're going to determine who will be Brock Lesnar's challenger at SummerSlam because my client...
Yeah, some people are tossing out the Roman and Kofi idea. Brock, you dick.
So tonight, to display my genius, I come up with a plan.
Yeah, Vontae, I think Ronda kind of already did go heel, didn't she? Prior to WrestleMania, she already was one. She was already talking smack. Mad smack. Shit, I missed that. What did Heyman just say?
The winner of this cross-branded top 10 All-Star Battle Royal, say that 5 times fast, gets
Oh, it's only a 10-man.
beaten, victimized, and conquered by Brock Lesnar.
We got a bunch of referees at ringside. That's hilarious.
Who are these top 10 cross-branded
They don't sell those at WWE shop, do they?
with the soon-to-be
They probably do.
production team helping me?
Fucking referee shirts.
Now tell you who they are.
I mean, I know there's no automatic rematches anymore, but wouldn't you think Seth is kind of owed one if you lose in that way? So it's only 10 man. So we got Seth, Randy. I know Strowman's in this thing. Cesaro would be great. Big E. Give New Day everything. Could you imagine that? That would be a weird match. Now, if Cesaro would have not been derailed in 2014 and remained a Paul Heyman guy and won a couple of world titles, Cesaro and Brock would be badass. Strowman. Fans cheered for him. I mean, the only way to make up for what they did to Braun is to have him squash Lesnar. Mysterio. Oh, God. Thanks for another one, Mike. Yeah, he didn't get much of a run. But like I said earlier, that maybe the WWE heard the fans' complaints. Everybody's been claiming that he's a cringe babyface champion. They don't like him. He's not over. Ratings are in the toilet. Maybe WWE heard the fans and say, okay, you don't want him? Brock it is. I'd like to see a Seth heel turn. Sami Zayn. And Lashley. Funny thing is, if Seth won, though, it's like, why would they do this? Why would they take a belt off of him just for him to win it back at SummerSlam? I don't know. Seems like a whole bunch of matches we've already seen. And Roman. There are some big names in that Battle Royal. It's definitely not automatic. We can probably rule Randy Orton out. They already did that at SummerSlam. And they've done Roman and Brock at SummerSlam, too. Why is Daniel Bryan not in this?
Are your top 10 cross-branded all superstars that will fight in a battle royal tonight? And if I'm the last participant, Roman Reigns, I check on winning this battle royal with Seth Rollins, because last night Seth Rollins strode into Philadelphia like he was.
God, I think Seth's going to come out. Thank you, Nathan, for the $2. You love Heyman's attitude tonight. It's electrifying. He is. He's happy. I love his suit. Crazy bastard.
Seth Rollins was nothing more than a kill king. And if you don't understand,
Yeah, no KO in the Battle Royal either. Thanks again, Addicted Chip.
I'm here to educate you, especially.
But he's got his own thing going on with Shane, so he wouldn't win the Battle Royal anyway. So since he's not really going to win it, why put him in it? I think it's going to be KO and Shane at SummerSlam.
You step into the ring with Brock Lesnar, you risk your health, you risk your welfare.
We got Ratnick and History Guy with differing opinions between Braun and Roman. I'm actually going Braun winning the Battle Royal.
Here is
It's now or never for Braun.
here is a promise.
You want to make up for all the stupid shit you did before WWE? Here's your chance. If you don't, you never will.
A spoiler. If any one of you ever had the opportunity to step into the ring with Brock Lesnar, you'd be risking your health, your welfare.
I could beat Brock.
Manhood, because in this universe, you're all Brock's bitches.
Even me? Do I have to be Brock's bitch too? I don't wanna.
Heyman has set the stage for what will be a massive Monday Night
Heyman would be a great penguin. I bet he'd pull off the role too. I think Heyman'd be a great actor. Motherfucker can talk. He'd be excellent.
to the Raw Women's Championship.
Oh, Maven, you lost your U.S. title last night. Sucks.
The match on his mind, the former United
Is this going to be Ricochet and AJ again? Or is he taking on one of the Good Brothers? Oh, Brock's still out there? Oh, shit. I didn't even know that. Why don't we just get Brock and Ricochet right now? Ricochet, you're about to get killed. No, maybe not. Why would that's so funny? Why are they having Ricochet come out there? 4-way elimination match. Winner faces Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's title at SummerSlam. Natalya, Naomi, Alexa, and Carmella. Finn and Joe. And Balor on SmackDown. What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck's going on here. I thought Brock was going to attack Ricochet, but I guess not. Yeah, I said last night, too, and I actually predicted AJ to win the belt, and I never do that. I never predict a hot potato situation, but to me it felt like they wanted to move the belt from Joe to AJ, and Ricochet was the middleman kind of thing. Plus, with AJ turning heel and reforming the club, they're going to go into that 3-on-1 advantage, 6 days after forming and turning, and they're going to lose. And Ricochet's going to beat them all, making them all look like shit. I think a lot of ways that would have buried the club. If Ricochet would have been able to fend off the disadvantage of Gallows and Anderson and then beat AJ on top of that, so much for them. So I think the only outcome that could have happened was AJ winning the title. So I did the math there, I did the thinking and the calculations, and decided to predict AJ for the community. Firewatch, I have conditions to who I want to see win the Battle Royal. I laid out my entire Braun Strowman idea. Do a throwback to 2014 when Brock murdered Cena. Do that again with Strowman murdering Brock. Strowman wins the Battle Royal, fresh off a big victory over Lashley, going on a little bit of a run. Annihilates Brock at SummerSlam. He's over as your new babyface champion. Seth wasn't cutting it, according to the fans and according to the ratings, as a babyface champion. So maybe they're going to move it on to Strowman, while using Brock playing the role of Ricochet. If that happens, then I'm Strowman 100%. If not, I don't know, man. You want to do Roman again? We've seen that match a million times. We've seen Brock and Strowman a million times, and I don't want to see Brock and Strowman again. But I'd be willing to see it again if it's like a squash, if it's a Goldberg-Lesnar type of situation, if it's a Brock-Cena type of situation, where it just shocks you and Strowman just beats the shit out of him. Wins the belt. Then, I definitely want Strowman. Based on everybody else who's in the match, though, I mean, Cesaro would be great, but he's not a credible opponent right now. Lashley would be great, but he's not a credible opponent right now. Randy Orton, they've already done. Roman, they've already done, although Roman is owed a title shot. Seth is owed a title shot. I mean, and if they do Seth, as much as I think he needs to get at least a title match, then we're going back to that. Then we put the belt on Seth at WrestleMania to yank it off of him with the Money in the Bank briefcase for a month, only to put it back on him and have him beat Brock again. I don't even know why they would go through that trouble, and why would they do that? What's the point? You could have Brock do something else. I don't know why him and Seth even need to trade the title back and forth anymore. I was kind of hoping that issue was squashed. So I don't know. Big E is a Cinderella. Roman is definitely top of the list. I think my two top guys are Roman and Strowman. I think it's got to be one of them, but you never know. Maybe they'll throw a different challenger, because in terms of SummerSlam, you got to think maybe one champion. I always say this for every pay-per-view. Maybe one champion retains, one drops. They could both drop, but if they're going to have one retain, it's probably going to be Brock, and Kofi's. It's probably time for Kofi to drop his. So maybe Brock gets a brand new random challenger, like a Cesaro, like a Big E, and Brock just beats him. And then Kofi drops his to whoever at SummerSlam. But if it was up to me, I'd do my Strowman idea. Maybe WWE finally, maybe Heyman's there saying, hey, you idiots almost fucking ruined this guy. Why don't we pump the brakes on fully turning him into Big Show 2.0 and do something fun? Who knows? How do we know that conversation didn't happen? You don't know. Joshua, how you doing? Yes, I am Gilbert. I am. I had a great run in WWE. It was fun. I still got burn marks from those sparklers, man. Fucking pissed me off every time I come out there. They thought those stupid fireworks and it burned my skin. Made me so mad. I tried to sue WWE for it, and I won. They gave me $17.50 in McDonald's gift cards. Ooh, Debs30. Thank you for the super chat. Didn't even think about that. What if Bray enters himself as a surprise? How do they do that? Is Bray just allowed to enter the match and win it, or is he going to have to eliminate somebody beforehand? Maybe he gets to someone. Maybe a Cesaro or a Big E or something. Oh, no shit. 2 out of 3 falls match. What a surprise. So this is a 6-man, Ricochet and Usos against Rude and Revival. Okay. Fuck these 2 out of 3 falls matches. That's interesting, Devs. I'd be into that. But then Bray and Brock? I mean, boy, what a way to put Bray over. But if you do that, you absolutely have to put Bray over. If Bray returns after all this Firefly Funhouse buildup, goes into SummerSlam and just gets beat by Brock like Samoa Joe did, like Strowman did, then what? I don't know if Bray has got so much going on. He's not a guy that right out of the chute, I think, needs to be worried about title belts. There's so much more going on there with his character that we don't necessarily need him in a title program right off the bat. There's a whole bunch of other shit he can do. You know, that's a very complex character. And I think a championship belt around his waist when he first appears and debuts would be, like, in the way. So I don't think we need it. But it would be interesting, and it sure as hell would get a huge reaction out of the crowd. I might want to see it just for that alone, Devs. So I'm into the idea. It's just, if it was me, I don't know if I'd book it that way. If that makes sense. Sammy gets taken out and Bray enters. Yeah, could be. But then, like, wouldn't you think we would see that coming? Like, what if they do some cut to backstage and you see Sami Zayn laid out, or somebody in the Battle Royal laid out, and then we're all going to be like, oh my god, it's Bray. They'd have to do it in a way where it really shocks you. But like I said, it's just not, I don't even think it's necessary. I think you can bring Bray in a completely different way and not really put him in a title program right up front. Let him work with somebody first and beat them, and then move him up into a title program. Build him some momentum. Let the fans get used to this new Bray Wyatt. How long has he been off TV now? A year? I'm in no hurry. True, Matt Riddle maybe for Mania if Brock holds it till then. But you got to do a lot with Riddle. You got to you got to wrap up his run in NXT and then put him on the main roster. And if you're doing that match at Mania, I don't know. I don't know if there's enough time to get Matt Riddle over with the mainstream roster audience or not. I almost think it would be a year from now kind of thing. That means it's a year and a half of Brock holding the belt. I'm not waiting that long. Excellent idea. Gregory Fuller, I like it, because the 4 women in that elimination match are kind of weird. I forgot who, it was Natalya, Naomi, Carmella, and Alexa. Winner of that faces Becky for the title. That's not fun. I don't want to see Becky face any of those women. I don't give a shit about any of them. And if Sasha shows up, or Ronda, and wins that and takes the spot, I'm actually thinking it might be Ronda. I'd love to see Ronda show up tonight. And that would be a perfect match to do. I mean, her shoulder was up at WrestleMania. Why not do the return at SummerSlam? Revival and Rude took the second fall. 1-1. Commercial break, right? What a surprise. But yeah, I think Ronda coming out's a possibility tonight. I'd love to see that. No, I know, yeah, but that's not the same thing, though. If Ricochet and Alistair can get over, Matt Riddle can. Do you think Ricochet or Alistair are positioned right now to face Brock at WrestleMania? I don't. Alistair I love. And they're both, yeah, they're over, totally. Nobody dislikes them or anything like that. It's just, I think you'd have to be moving awfully fast to get Matt Riddle to that point to WrestleMania, big, incredible enough of a guy to face Brock in that short amount of time. I think you'd really be pushing it. You could do it. It's not like it can't be done. Riddle can win the Royal Rumble. Fans can love it. He can go into WrestleMania and beat Brock, and holy crap. I just think WWE may take their time a little bit with him. I don't know. Just a hunch. Yeah, no, I have no doubt he would be over, but we're already to August here, you know. He'd have to almost come in and do shit pretty quick. Yeah, next week's Raw reunion show would be a good spot for Ronda Rousey as well. But that means they got to get out of this elimination match. That means we're going to have to get a contender announced. And between the 4 that they have announced, I guess the only one that would really make sense would be Alexa Bliss. But, I mean, Alexa Bliss just wrestled for the SmackDown title yesterday. Now she's working for the Raw title. What the fuck is going on? This wild card crap. I'm excited for the day that we get to Lesnar and Riddle. I hope it happens. I really do. Part of me thought that Riddle would like have a run with the NXT title first, and he's not even feuding for it right now, I don't think, so he's got a ways to go, but who knows? It doesn't even matter. I mean, they brought up Ciampa with the NXT title, so I guess the way WWE does things now, I could be completely wrong. It could be done that quick. Like, let's just bring him up now. Oh, thanks, Dustin, for this history lesson here. What are you saying here? Excuse me. Excuse me. This will be Lesnar's 10th SummerSlam, 7 of which he main evented. Opponents were Rock, Triple H, Cena, Undertaker, Orton, Samoa Joe, Roman Reigns, Strowman, and Roman Reigns. Oh, yeah, that 4-way. How many of these did he win? He won... He beat Rock, he beat Cena, he beat Triple H. He did not beat Undertaker. He beat Randy Orton. He won the 4-way? Or did he not? I forgot if he did or not. I think he won. And then he lost to Reigns. Interesting. I don't know. Is this really a thing? I mean, I see the Area 51 shit going around. I mean, are people really, like, gonna storm it? And they're thinking, oh, they can't stop all of us, so we'll get in? Well, they're gonna stop some of you, so who's going first, morons? Reminds me of South Park. The South Park movie, remember Operation Human Shield? Like, yeah, they can't stop all of us. All right, motherfucker, then lead the way. You know, good luck. It's so fucking crazy. I wouldn't give a shit enough about an alien to get killed. All right, third fall is underway. We're back from commercial. Who's going to win this? Does it matter? No. Mike Witt, thank you for the $5 serious question. Why is Vince so hesitant to push someone new? Seems like he always goes back to Lesnar, Cena, or Orton. Push someone new. Well, he kind of is. Kofi's not new. We might be seeing a little bit of a push for McIntyre here. Who knows what they're going to do with Strowman. Seth is slightly new. Cena and Orton aren't even an issue anymore. I don't think they're going to really go back to those guys. But Lesnar seems to be the guy now, Mike, that they are going back to. Because he's a name, you know? And I really, I think the only issue with Lesnar is when he held that title for so long, and it just wasn't on TV, and it just bothered a lot of people. Because otherwise, I'm not the type of person. I'm not one of the fans that wants Brock to go away. I don't think having no Brock makes the product better. But when you're putting the title on him for that period of time, and you're having him, and you're like sacrificing other guys for him, and nobody was beating him other than Legends and Roman Reigns, that's when it was getting annoying. But I thought they were turning the corner when they finally had Seth beat him. And now they're right back to him again, and it's head-scratching. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think I would have as big a problem with this had he not had that 1.5-year run with the Universal title. And it was never on TV. Had that not happened, and he just came back and won the belt here, I wouldn't even care. But it's like we're not ready for it. We're not over that yet. It was so annoying that none of us really wanted to see what happened last night. But like I said, if this leads to some sort of crazy annihilation match where he gets murdered at SummerSlam and WWE builds a new star, which is what you're asking for, in Braun Strowman, then all's fine with me. But that's a big if. Chris Minor, hoping the wildcard rule ends due to Heyman and Bischoff. I kind of do too. It already feels like it is. Are they even mentioning the wildcard rule? I mean, Alexa Bliss wrestled for the SmackDown title last night. She has a chance to get a Raw title shot tonight. Nobody knows what the hell's going on. Usos are flying. Catherine, good to see you. Are you going in? Area 51? Girl, please get in the back of the line. I've never played Candy Crush. You're level 465? That sounds good. Just trick all those other fools to go first. You just be in the back of the line, and then you can meet the alien. And get a selfie and tweet it to us. And tag me in it. Alright, Rude's going down. He just got hit with a 630. Ricochet and Usos win the 2 out of 3 falls match. Ricochet, this is the face of WWE. I like Ricochet. I don't know the face. Maybe. It's fucking good. Oh, there's AJ and the club. Oh, are we going to get another 6-man? No, you have not missed too much important right now, or nothing important yet. B-Money gangs. We're getting a 10-man battle royal tonight. Determine Brock's challenger. Fatal 4-way or elimination match. Some 4-way elimination match with the girls to find out Becky's opponent. And that's about it so far. And we got a lovely 2 out of 3 falls match that is so common now. Hey, KO vs. Brock would be fun. I'd be into that. Promos would be good. Get Heyman and KO in there together. Are we going to go to commercial and get another 6-man impromptu shit or something? Oh, Rude. Rude's still out. Oh, is Rude going to join the club? He should. But probably not. Well, Usos and Ricochet are getting their asses kicked here. Ooh, favorite contract signing ever? I don't know. Not too many of them stick out. There's a couple that I liked. Whoa. That was the best sell to a phenomenal forearm that I've ever seen. I mean, I only caught it out of the corner of my eye, but Ricochet, like, flipped. Damn, that was awesome. I like the one where Undertaker stabbed Brock Lesnar's hand with the pen. And Magic Killer on poor Maven. I like the one where Brett took his cast off and put it on the table with Vince. That one was good. I like the old school ones. I like the sit down at the table, the old WrestleMania ones with Hulk and Andre and Hulk and Warrior with Jack Tunney in the middle. Those are awesome. As a kid, they were just mesmerizing. Oh, Die Hard, that might be my favorite one right there. Stone Cold and Triple H from 2001. That was awesome. Where Triple H, like, tricked Austin, right? Got him to sign first, because I think they couldn't touch each other. And then Austin signed, which means he can't touch Triple H. Triple H didn't sign, and then beat the shit out of Austin. Something like that. That was great shit. Wasn't a... Oh, yeah, Brock's son working down the road at the Performance Center? Jesus. Yeah, why not? Of course. Cross-branded All-Star Top 10 Battle Royal. Can we get another word in there, WWE? Can we name it something longer? They don't want none. Alright, we got 250 folks in here right now as the War Raiders are coming to us. Smash the thumbs up button. Try to get us up to like 100 likes right off the bat would be cool. All right, here's this advertisement for next week. Austin, Hogan, Nash, Booker, Christian, Shawn, Angle, Lawler, Slaughter, DiBiase, Hart, Flair, X-Pac, Bischoff, Godfather Foley. Interesting. I wonder what they got the. I wonder what. Bleh, excuse me. I wonder what they have planned for this. They threw that together pretty quick. We didn't hear anything about this prior to last night, I don't think. Last night was the first I heard of it. Oh yeah, I vaguely remember the Undertaker in Austin one. Was that where he signed it in blood? That was good. Oh, I remember when Triple H got like bit by the snake. I didn't like that. I thought that was so stupid. Yeah, these reunion shows seem to be an annual or semi-annual thing. I think the last one that I can remember was the 25 Raw, right? So that would have been a year and 8 months ago. So it's been a while. Unless they've done one since then. I don't think they have. Yeah, we're going to get a lot of backstage segments. We're going to probably get some Brother Love and guys like that too. Jimmy Hart's going to be there. Chris, thanks for the $5, dude. If Rock and Brock stuck around after 2004, when and where do you think their rematch takes place? You think WrestleMania 22? Well, when did Brock beat Rock? In 2002, right? I don't know. And WrestleMania 22 was in 2006. I don't know if you can wait 4 years to do a rematch. If Rock and Brock stuck around, so I don't know if you mean like if Rock never left at all and he just stayed after 2002, because Brock left in 2004. The Rock basically did too after WrestleMania 20. But I think the rematch would have already happened by then, is basically what I'm saying. So like if Rock never left and Brock beat him at SummerSlam, they probably would have done one at Survivor Series. Or maybe even waited and Rock got the victory back at WrestleMania. I think it would have been like within the year. Because it was such a big victory, such a huge win for him. Oh yeah, SmackDown 1000. I did. That is kind of the last reunion show they did. And I don't know when the last time they did one of those old school Raws, when they would do the old school look and the set and all that. That's been within the last couple of years too. Roman and Cena contract signing. I don't even remember that. Not sure if Heyman is fully in control or what's going on there yet. I'm sure he's got some input. He's there. It's not like he's going to be walking around there doing nothing. So I'm sure he's doing shit. How much of each particular segment has his input, I don't know. I don't think we'll really ever know that. I was like, what the hell is this? This is the War Raiders, right? Or the Viking Raiders, excuse me. Alright, what are they doing? Another 2 out of 3 falls match against somebody? Oh, Cena buried Roman on the mic? I barely remember. All that shit's already out of my head. I probably saw that one time and did a commentary about it and forgot about it. Oh yeah, I kind of do. Yeah, I guess I kind of remember that. Called out Roman's promo skills and shit. Yeah, I don't remember the specifics, but I remember now that you say it. But I don't remember details about it. Not nearly as memorable to my brain as some of the other ones. Yeah, I was thinking that too, but again, Mike, just like Kevin Owens, like I kind of thought Drew would be in the Battle Royal too, but I'm hoping they just have other plans for Drew. You know, maybe they got some plans for Drew and The Undertaker at SummerSlam. If that's the case, you don't need Drew in this Battle Royal just to lose. That was some of my issues before, like with some of these matches. I'm like, if they're not going to win it, don't put them in the match. Don't just have them go out there and lose for no reason. Put somebody out there who nobody gives a shit if they lose or whatever. So, with Drew and with Daniel Bryan and Kevin Owens, I think they might just have other plans for him, and that's why they're not in the match. But McIntyre and Taker, I feel like they might be doing that. Who did I like better, Hogan or Warrior? Hogan, overall. I think Hogan had a little bit more, like, of that respect for the business type of thing you always hear about. You know, because Hogan's old school. You know, he goes way back. You know, Warrior kind of came in. He was a body guy, kind of tried out wrestling. A lot of people have always said he didn't have a love or a deep understanding for the business that he should have for somebody at his level. Where Hogan, I think, you know, understood how to do things and had respect from people. I mean, he was the champ walking around into territories when Vince was taking over, you know, and he had the balls to fucking go out there and do that. You know, Hogan, like, did the Japan tours and stuff. You know, Hogan was tough. He wasn't fragile, you know. All right, the Raiders just beat two guys that look like I did in high school. Yeah, this is a team that should not have left NXT yet. Hogan went into Walmart? Why the hell is Hogan going into Walmart? That takes guts right there. That's just as gutsy as going and doing Japan runs in the fucking 80s. No, I never was... I liked the Ultimate Warrior a little bit as a kid. I mean, I was into it, but he was never my favorite, and I really don't like him as an adult. His death was freaky, though. Yeah, Taker had a little bit of a American Badass thing going on. He definitely did with the pants, and then his shirt was a little different. Kind of resembles how he looked in '99 also. He looked good, though. Put on a good match. He's probably hurting a little bit today, but you could totally feel like he felt like he had to go out there and prove something. And he did. Slight little botch at the end. Missed Shane on the tombstone, but picked him right back up and nailed him. I love that shot of Drew standing up. That's why I think they're going with this match. And Roman interrupted him. But that would have been curtains for old Taker. Roman saved his ass. TJ, if I had my choice to sign with a brand, who would it be? AEW or NXT? NXT. They're proven. AEW's not. I might have a little bit more fun in AEW, though. So I might change my pick. Oh, there's Drew. Speak of the devil. What the hell?
Everyone have a great time, having a laugh, having a joke. I see a few jokes in front of me. This is the leader of the gang right here. What's up, Cedric? Laughing at me last week. Tried to pull a fast one on me and Shane with that mask. So we laughing about.
Are we gonna get Cedric and Drew tonight? Yeah, I could probably be more myself in AEW, and I wouldn't have to worry about them changing my name and copyright and everything, and handcuffing me and stripping and raping me of my individuality and all of that. So I might prefer AEW now that I rethink it. I'll take my sanity over money any day. Eviscerate him? Who says that? Who's getting in a fight with somebody? Like, before you're about to get in a fist fight and you say you're going to eviscerate him? Like, the other guy's going to be like, oh shit, I better back down. He's going to eviscerate me. Maybe that's what Enzo said to Janela. Yo, I'm going to eviscerate you, boy. And then Janela's like, peace, I'm out. Joshua, where would I sign? WCW 2000 or WWF 1995? WWF 1995 by a mile. Oh my god, that locker room, I'd love to be there. Yeah, it wasn't the greatest time in wrestling, but I'd love to be there with Brett and Owen and Sean and Davey Boy and Scott Hall and Mr. Perfect and all those guys. It'd be fucking great, man. Beats the hell out of Justin Palumbo, or what the fuck is his name? Chuck Palumbo and O'Hare and Stasiak and all those guys that were in WCW at that time. MJF and Velveteen Dream would be a spectacular feud. Oh my god, I'd pay to see that. That might be the biggest dream match in wrestling right now. That is nowhere near being able to happen. It's going to be years before we ever get a chance to see that. But, damn, that would be sweet. Tar Brienne, your first super chat as a divorced man. Congratulations, I think. It's always nice when that's over. Welcome back. Hope you're watching Raw. I don't know, I ain't giving up on Drew yet. To me, it looks like they're pointing us in the direction of Drew and Taker at SummerSlam, so I'm certainly not willing to throw in the towel on Drew yet, because it looks like there might be a glimmer of hope here. So I think we should be optimistic for Drew. If he goes into SummerSlam, gets tombstoned and pinned, then hell yeah, Colin. Off to AEW you go. But I'd put him over. Would I prefer Fyter Fest or Double or Nothing? Double or Nothing. I like Double or Nothing. That was awesome. Alright, pretty okay audience in here, I suppose, tonight. Make sure you subscribe. I'll probably be up here with some sort of a video. I did come up and do a short commentary, about 20 minutes long, last night on Brock's cash-in and a quick review of Extreme Rules, and I was up here last night live reacting to the show as well. But you can check out my little 20-minute commentary and quick recap of that. And then this week, I'm probably working on some other stuff. I was thinking about going to try to film a couple of watch-alongs for SummerSlam. So I'm going to work on that in the next couple of weeks, and probably at the end of this week, I'll come up here and do another live stream video. We'll discuss whatever wrestling news is going on. And if anything crazy breaks, I'll try to get up here and talk about it. Kobe the Great, jury is still out on how Raw is. So far, we're 45 minutes in, nothing special. Alright, I'm still in commercial. You know what? My air conditioning is freezing. I'm going to turn it off. I'll be right back. Oops. There we go. Much better. I thought it was cold in here. I had it set to like 69. I'm like, that's freezing. It's hot out today, but it doesn't need to be that cold in here. Alright, so we're getting McIntyre and Cedric right now. Yeah, at least we're already an hour in. Well, almost. 48 minutes into Raw. Drew is going to murder poor Cedric. I don't know if TiVo is still a thing. Does anybody have TiVo? I haven't had an actual cable box in a long time. So I haven't done any like DVRs. I've got the streaming app is all I use for television now. So I don't even know what it's like. Man, back in the day, I used to have an actual cable box in every room in the house. I used to have 3. And all of them had their own DVRs, and it was fucking nuts. Damn, Catherine, you got a busted up laptop? Fix it. Drop an elbow on it. Leg drop it. This janitor shit from last week was so random.
The custodian received, and it was Cedric Alexander who shocked Shane and Drew last week, hence the reason we have this match tonight. I'm questioning Cedric's mindset and why he would willingly get on the bad side of the best in the world, Shane McMahon, and this man, Drew McIntyre, a truly calculated gladiator. McIntyre assesses the situation.
I love DDP. DDP's awesome.
And Cedric Alexander is unfortunately injured.
This match, I cannot see it lasting long. Eviscerate. That's a Vince word. You know, some Cedric Alexander and Ricochet matches would be fun. Ooh. He almost missed McIntyre completely. What's next from Roman Reigns? Right now, the Battle Royal. That's next on his activity log.
Alexander, top rope, gonna launch himself. McIntyre ducks underneath. Alexander rolls through. And Drew looking for the belly-to-belly throw right into the corner. The power of McIntyre. Cedric was doing his best to stick and move to avoid the clutches of Drew McIntyre. We take one more look exactly why. Drew possesses that otherworldly power.
I don't know. 04 Benoit and 08 AJ.
Of Drew with that chop.
Different types of wrestlers. I'm more inclined to like the style of a Benoit over a style of AJ. But I'm never going to say anyone's a better wrestler than AJ Styles because the dude's just phenomenal. They should call him that. A good name for him.
McIntyre cover. Puts the leg on Alexander, who kicks out at 2. Cedric Alexander, such an incredible athlete.
Opinion on Rick Rude, one of my favorites ever. Of all time. I'm a Rick Rude mark. McIntyre reminds me a lot of him. Would like to see Bray tonight for sure. Don't know where. Possibly that Battle Royal.
Uber competitive.
It's also smart to team up with somebody like the big dog Roman Reigns when the opportunity comes up.
And listen, Cedric hasn't done much since his arrival to the scene on Monday Night Raw. Hasn't been given any opportunities, and he figured last week, what a great opportunity.
Well, Cedric's giving him a little bit of a fight here.
An elbow explosion right on the jaw of Drew. Can Cedric...
Who's in the Battle Royal? No Way Jose and his entire conga line. 10 total people. So it's either going to be Jose winning or one of his followers. One of those guys or gals will go on to SummerSlam to face Brock. I think right now Jose's the favorite.
One more look at the height Cedric achieves before delivering this impactful dropkick.
That was perfectly executed and taken by Drew.
Drew delivered a headbutt. Stopped Cedric's momentum in the air, and look at these rapid-fire right hands raining down on Cedric. Well, the official trying to separate McIntyre on this all-out assault of...
Drew's looking to finish Cedric now.
Alexander.
Oh, my Lord.
Storybook's going to come to an end right here. And this point, an inverted Alabama slam. Cedric, no.
He rolled into a Alabama slam into a victory roll, and he pinned him? Remember that big idea I had for Drew going into WrestleMania next year to beat the champion? Yeah, never mind. That's all right. Drew will kill him on the next show.
Maybe it's divine intervention. Maybe the stars are aligned just perfectly. But Cedric Alexander just stunned Drew McIntyre and the entire WWE universe.
Okay.
Alexander is just planting his flag.
Nice win, Cedric.
Alexander saying
Had me fooled.
the joke will be on you, Drew McIntyre. Alexander with perhaps the biggest win of his career here in WWE. You know, last night at Extreme Rules, a number of championships on the line, including the Intercontinental title. I want to take you back to Finn Balor.
I know Balor is on Raw tonight.
Didn't let the coup de grace. He missed on the coup de grace, and Shinsuke with a Kinshasa knee strike would put Balor away.
Yeah, right. Breaking on Twitter. Drew McIntyre buried. Of course he is, because why wouldn't he be?
Finn Balor and Shinsuke Nakamura finds his career back on the chosen path. The brand new Intercontinental Champion.
Last night was a tough night.
Yeah, you think?
I lost the Intercontinental Championship to Shinsuke Nakamura. Though I don't dwell on the past, I look for a way to keep moving forward. I want my title back.
Yeah, it could be 1, 2, 3 Kid and Razor. Then Drew comes out next week and offers Cedric $10,000 to fight him again.
Now, I don't care if I have to go up, over, around.
I didn't think Drew would have a match at all tonight. I thought
I will find a
I thought they were penciling him in for Taker, and they might still be, but this little detour with Cedric here and losing to him, I don't know what the fuck.
Now let me get this straight.
Oh, Samoa,
What?
shut up.
Through me? Over me? Well, unless you're planning on calling the old Celtic heroes of old to descend from the heavens and smite me down in your stead, let me explain to you what is really going to happen tonight.
How'd that match go last night? Did you win, or what happened? I forgot.
We'll be waiting. Waiting to hand you yet another loss.
Don't be talking about other losses, bitch. Joe, I'm gonna give you another loss. Oh, you mean like you always do? Okay. Bring it. The glorified jobber. $2 from Addicted Chip. Samoa Job. That's what they should call him. Instead of Joe, they can chant job, job, job. That'd be great. He's gonna be a one-man job squad. Joe and Balor. Yeah, I'm glad they have Balor on the show. I talked about that last night. He needs to join up with AJ and Gallows and Anderson, and that's looking more and more likely by the minute. All right, thanks for smashing those thumbs up for me. Keep doing it, and shoot me a sub. I'm up here live reacting all the time. I'll have some videos up this week. I'm taking in a few subs tonight, but we need some more. So hook me up. Oh, that's LA. Cool. No, I like Samoa Joe. I liked him 2 years ago. I remember during my Great Balls of Fire predictions, I predicted him to beat Brock Lesnar. I thought he would. But he didn't. And he hasn't been doing much since. He's been in a few title programs since then, too, with AJ and with Kofi. Lost them all. Thanks, Brett, for the $5. Job. Love it, and here's $5 for making me laugh. Cool, let's get that chant starting. Might as well.
USAA Bank is here to help. Bring in the burgers, buns, and beans ASAP. We don't charge monthly service fees, so you have
More money for your barbecue. And maybe some dessert?
Roger. All systems go on the cookie cake.
You can change all of the notes in a song to job. Job, job, job. Job, job. Right? Job, 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 job. Job, job.
Keep things simple.
Might as well.
Now you can switch to Sprint and get both an unlimited plan and the all-new Samsung Galaxy S10e included for just $35 a month. See what I mean? Simple.
What am I drinking? I'm two-fisting. I've got a Jersey Mike soda, and I've got a Red Stripe beer. Very light drinking tonight because I'm on the West Coast. Raw ends for me at 8 o'clock. I usually stay up until like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I usually have the whole night ahead of me, and I don't like to have a buzz when I have like shit to do and stuff, so super light drinking. Just gonna casually sip. Maybe I'll open up a bottle of wine, that way I can sip my Cabernet. Yeah, I'm a dad. I'm a dad joke guy. All right, good, Len. Get it started. Get it started next time you go to a show. Job, job, job. Job, job. And then they come back from the commercial and it's playing. That's the best.
To display my genius, I've come up with a plan. We are going to have a cross-branded top 10 all-star battle.
Why does WWE have to name it 9 names or 9 words? Call it fucking Battle Royal. Done.
Cross-branded top 10 all-star battle royal. Say that 5 times fast. Gets to make history at SummerSlam by being beaten, victimized, and conquered by Brock Lesnar.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guest, the big dog, Roman Reigns.
What's up, Roman?
Last night, you and The Undertaker were victorious at Extreme Rules, but the obstacles, they keep on coming. So how do you intend on carrying that momentum from last night into tonight's Battle Royal?
I don't care what anybody says.
Do I like Cena or Randy Orton more? I might like Randy Orton slightly better in the ring. Like his look a little bit better. Overall, probably Cena. Cena's had less problems. Kept his nose clean. Never been suspended. Well liked. Successful in Hollywood.
Is by dominating tonight, winning that battle royal, going to SummerSlam, beating Brock Lesnar, taking back my Universal Championship. Thank you, Sean. We're going to hear from the superstars throughout the night who will compete in that battle royal later on in our main event. Meanwhile, Samoa Joe.
We're all doing well, Mr. E. At least I think. Many of us survived. Some people are back tonight. I thought we might have lost Mike Witt forever there, but he's back with us. After Brock Lesnar won the title last night. Yeah, they both lost last night. Could be Nakamura and the Demon. That would be fun. Is that what they're going to do? Or they're going to do Balor with the club? I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. But thanks for another $2, Mike. I'll definitely think about that one. Yes, Benicio. Extreme Rules is definitely worth watching. It's long. It's 12 matches. 2 of them are on the kickoff, though. And one of them was fast. Dolph and KO was super fast. But it's worth taking a look at. You can skim through it. I'd recommend the Aleister Black and Cesaro match, watching that straight through. I'd watch the tag triple threat straight through. Watch the finish of the main event. And watch Undertaker's match. All good shit. Ricochet and AJ was very good, but to me it didn't like exceed any expectations. It was just a good match, which was what I expected from them. But not one of the more memorable ones on the show, believe it or not.
Get back
Samoa Joe finally take a step back to where he believes he belongs? At the top of the mountain. Well, Finn Balor not going to back down to the very dangerous and Samoa Joe.
And look, Samoa Joe was at the top of the mountain. He was facing Kofi Kingston for the WWE Championship. He just didn't get the job done.
Well, Finn Balor also was a very proud Intercontinental Champion. Loved holding that prestigious championship. And now Finn.
Not wanting to dwell on the
Right now, what is happening? We got Joe and Finn Balor in a random one-on-one match. Luckily, it's not 2 out of 3 falls. Hey, isn't that the... I didn't know he was on the main roster. Isn't that the NXT referee? Are they starting to bring NXT referees up now? I think the dude needs to spend a little bit more time in the sun. He's looking a little pale. I know he wrestles. Somebody told me he works like XPW, or he used to, or some shit like that. Damn. Holy shit. Joe beat him and now kicking his ass after? Yeah.
Balor was lucky to escape the clutches of Joe, but the match is over. The victory belongs to Samoa Joe. Balor's fighting for survival right now. And Balor driving Samoa Joe into the corner, looking to make a statement.
Well, Balor's going to hit the coup de grace on him anyway.
He might make a statement, but there is no question Finn is feeling embarrassed. God, the coup de grace!
Well, this is kind of cool, though, in a way. Like, they might be stringing up a couple of losses here for Finn. Drop the IC title, loses one to Samoa Joe here. Maybe tomorrow night on SmackDown he loses again. Maybe loses the rematch to Shinsuke, finally get frustrated, and frustrations boil over, and he winds up turning heel to help his chances of winning matches or something. I can see them doing that. It'll, like, eventually build to it. Oh, Wyatt? This is fucking Bray Wyatt. Oh, God. This has got to be Bray Wyatt. At least I think. I'm getting off the chat. I don't want y'all to spoil it. It's got to be Wyatt. Oh, my. He's wearing that shit. I didn't see him coming back here. Holy crap. That's weird. Would you make out with that guy? Ladies? Huh? Holy shit. I didn't see him showing up there. That was cool. Like, I wanted to see him show up as a surprise. That definitely was. Cool.
Barbecue sauce, then topped with crispy onions and zesty pickles. This is the smoking hot sandwich you've been waiting for. The new pulled pork king. Get it while it lasts. Only at Burger King.
Exactly. Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Nice. But,
Kyle, how do I make the shirt like that? I actually made that logo myself, but you can buy that shirt over at Pro Wrestling Tees. It's available. Go grab yourself one. Yowie Wowie is right. So he is going to have the mask. I wasn't sure how that was going to work. Is he going to wrestle with that thing? It kind of reminds me of the... I mean, it looks hard on the front, like the mask that The Undertaker wore when he cracked his orbital bone. That seems like it would be uncomfortable shit to work in, but I don't know if he'll take it off or when he wrestles, I don't know what the hell. But we finally have him. He's here. We're definitely going to get this version of him against the Demon, and the Demon has never lost on the main roster. He's got to lose sometime. Might be a good time to do it. And then maybe he joins the club after that, after he gets through with this and puts over Bray, and then maybe he has no other alternative to turn heel and join some friends to give him some backup or whatever. Oh, or maybe he's getting written off TV for a bit. I have no idea about that. Wasn't even aware of that. Looney Tune, thanks for the $2, man. Yeah, that was quite terrifying. I liked the way... I think my favorite part of all of that was the way that Finn Balor's song stopped. It just like went, you know, like that was cool. You knew it was Wyatt. So yeah, I liked it. We've been wondering when we're going to see him. So yeah, all right, I'm going to go make a quick pit stop. I'll be right back. 2 seconds.
This is you and the honest organic just green tea you might have. That's how good organic ingredients taste and feel. And that's your sugar intake going down. This is the tea farm in India where we got the tea leaves. We pay a premium for the ingredients we use so they can invest in the community. These are the bicycles they use the fair trade dollars on. And the students whose school just got a degree. Back to you. You did that. Honest. Small decision, big impact. It's over. My favorite wife.
All right, Wyatt is back. Get a new drink. All right, we're ready to rock. Ready to rock. Wow. So yeah, Bray Wyatt has returned. For those of you just tuning in, we're on commercial break still. And a big Raw reunion show next week. Man. So Bray shows up and attacks Finn Balor. Yeah, maybe they're going to hold off the club for a while. Maybe they're going to have Finn do this first. Maybe face Bray as the Demon at SummerSlam and have the Demon take his first loss. And then after that, move him heel. And join up with AJ and Gallows and Anderson. That might be better. That's what I would do. Because you need to give Bray a big win. And if he's not going to be winning titles, then maybe knocking off someone like the Demon, who nobody's done on the main roster, will be a good start. Here's Maverick again. Hornswoggle's here with his wife.
You've registered us underneath the name 24/7 champion?
It's for our protection. This hotel's very close to the arena, right? If I said Mr. and Mrs. Maverick, everyone would know that we're here, right? Look, this is a beautiful hotel.
This wife of his is putting up with a lot of shit.
For us to consummate our marriage, right?
It is nice. Can you make sure that we have the most romantic room, and on top of that, the most expensive champagne?
Demon has not lost on that. God, I know. Every time I say Demon hasn't lost, they're going to tell me he lost in NXT. I know that. He hasn't lost on the main roster is what I'm saying. And Finn taking time off, I didn't know that. I didn't know that story. Good for him. He needs it. Uh-oh. R-Truth is there. Snooping. Hornswoggle. H-O-R-N Swoggle. That's how you spell it, for those wondering. $1. The Demon lost on Velocity. Oh yeah, I saw that match. Even the Street Profits know it's crazy. Why are these guys on TV so much? R-Truth is going to offer me $1 for something?
Maverick has not consummated his marriage yet?
The insinuation. Even if you're 5 years old, I would hope that a 5-year-old be like, you know what? If you're trying to tell me they haven't consummated their marriage, or if they didn't fuck a million times before they even got engaged, then I don't believe you.
Is Nikki Cross gonna be with Bliss? That's what the graphic says. Well, Bliss and Nikki all day.
I like the Street Profits. I just don't need them here. I don't need them on the TV right now on the main roster. They're NXT champions. Do your thing in NXT.
Yes, she is.
They're just bringing them up for no reason. Put them on TV.
Speaking of intense, tonight we have a 10-man all-star battle royal. Who you with? Tell 'em.
What's up, Life of Brandon? Good to see you.
Come on, Taz, Biggie.
Okay, you guys need to be quiet now. Enough. I like you, and I would like to keep it that way.
Looked good last night cashing it in, but guess what?
What?
Seth feels like us.
Oh, word?
Seth wants all the smoke. We both smoke.
Hey.
I don't know who was worse, Gonzalez or Khali. They both sucked a bunch of balls. I'm gonna go Gonzalez was worse, but only by like a half a point. Hi, Zach. So you didn't die. How about that? Oh. Hello, Mike. So does it hurt to get like castrated? Like how did it feel?
No way. You're pregnant.
I know I'm pregnant. I'm the one carrying this baby, but you're a loser. Even
She's horrible.
I have a better opportunity of defending the honor of our unborn child than you do.
You need to dump her, dude. So she wants to wrestle?
Now, Mike Canales is going to go one-on-one with Zack Ryder here tonight. Live on Monday Night Raw as his pregnant wife Maria looks on. And Ryder with a rough rider, just like that. Here's the
Mike's done.
Canales hooking the leg.
Ryder with the win. Well, they're doing some sort of storyline here for Kanellis. So yeah, it might appear that he's being jobbed out, but he wasn't on TV at all before, so... There's a storyline here, you know? At least there's a story. She's pregnant. She treats him like a pile of dog shit. He's embarrassing himself in the ring. That's the story. So let's see where the story goes. Him losing these quick matches is part of it.
I knew it! Like, you should have let me wrestle.
You should let... So she was going to go try to wrestle Zack Ryder? Why?
No. My unborn child had a better chance in that match tonight than you.
Yeah, you're awful. Oh, I definitely want to see... Do you think there could be a love square going on between, like, R-Truth and Carmella and Drake and his wife? Maybe Drake's wife leaves him for R-Truth. I don't know what the fuck. They could get crazy if they wanted. Natalya, Naomi, Alexa, Carmella. Winner faces Lynch. Okay. Why can't you just be like 10-man battle royal? I can simplify that so much for you guys, WWE.
As our new United States champion AJ Styles is teaming up with Gallows and Anderson. This club, they're back in their six-man tag team action. That's coming up next on Monday Night Raw.
Oh, the club's coming back for 6-man action? I was not aware.
Butch and Sundance are back.
Take notes, I'm not going to repeat myself.
Yeah, it's over, Mike. I'm on to you. You're gonna be a dad.
I've decided to step
Oh, maybe Snitsky is the father. I hope Snitsky is the father. Did Zach ride her? Maybe he did. Maybe it's Zach's baby. Maybe we have a little tiny internet fetus champion. My favorite was when Snitsky punted the baby. That was the best shit ever. Danny Doring and Elektra. Those were the days. Yeah, top 10 and All-Star, it is. They shouldn't say both those. It should be maybe 10-man. All-Star 10-man Battle Royal, not All-Star top 10. WWE is so fucking stupid. God. Favorite baseball team is Detroit Tigers. I was born in Detroit. I only lived there for the first decade or so of my life, but I'm loyal to all the teams. So in the four big sports here in the U.S., basketball, hockey, football, and baseball, I'm Detroit all the way. After that, I root for the Padres because I live here. And other than that, I don't care. Trey Williams, thanks for the super chat. You hope Demon Finn Balor stays undefeated. I'd be fine with that, but I'd also be fine with the Demon finally taking a loss on the main roster if it was meant to really make some waves, like elevate somebody else or give somebody a huge victory. And this new Bray Wyatt would, I think, be the perfect opponent. If anybody's going to end the streak of the Demon, it should be someone like this. So this is one of the few scenarios where I'd be okay with it. But if he does stay undefeated, I'm also okay with that. I'm cool either way on that one. It's Bruce Pritchard's child. Ew. I'm gonna be in Detroit in just a couple of weeks. I got to go up to Saginaw, Michigan. I'm going to be there for a weekend and flying in and out of Detroit, so I will be back in my homeland in just a couple of weeks for a couple days. I like Michigan in the summer. Last time I was there was 2015. I kind of forgot all about Elias's involvement last night in the tag match. Kind of forgot he came out there. I mean, the Undertaker took all sorts of punishment. Got a guitar shattered over his back, took an elbow through the table from Shane, took a coast-to-coast trash can spot, and then wound up winning with a tombstone. Yeah, everybody's saying that Finn requested time off. That's good. Give him some time off. I hope they oblige him. Maybe he'll put over Balor on the way out. Who are they facing? I don't even know who they're facing in this. Do you think they're leading to that? I mean, is there going to be some sort of paternity question here, and maybe they do something where they do a Dr. Phil or a Maury Povich or some shit like that? I hope they don't. Oh my god. Maybe Maria will be like, cash me outside. Oh. They better not. I think they've already done that anyway. Hasn't Springer been on the show and shit? I know. I think, pretty sure Russo's a mark for Springer. That second rope Styles clash scares me. Such an easy move to botch if the person taking it ducks his head. Snap. Oh, Lucha Party, of course. I should have known. Y'all got any Reese's in that pinata? I like the little mini cups. Can you hook, Kalisto? Will you just reach in, dude? Just get. I want a Reese's. Ugh. They're too worried. They're throwing all the candy to the crowd. Hook me up. You can spare one Reese's. Fuck assholes. I hope they lose. Yeah, Trax has been done for a while. I guess he got a few videos hit with some copyright shit, and he was also kind of thinking about taking a break to begin with, and he emailed me and told me that he was going to be stopping indefinitely, and he'd like to pick it back up one day, but he's not sure. And I told him if he ever does, he's welcome to use my content. It was great being featured over there, got a lot of subs for me. I was sorry to see him go, but we've survived just fine on the channel, you know, with the live streams and everything, and I created the mic drops, which is kind of the same thing, except he was uploading a lot more. In 1 year's time, TV Tracks uploaded like 600 clips of my podcast. 600 in a year. Crazy. So he was dedicated, and he also did Solomonster, and he did DT and Kevin Castle, and I think he did somebody else too. So he was listening to all of us and chopping us all up and uploading on a weekly basis. That takes an incredible amount of dedication. And he was cool. He even kicked me back money. He was a Patreon supporter, and basically because he's making money off the ad revenue for that, and he would kick me some money back. So he was a totally cool dude. Miss having him around, to be honest. Well, what do you think? Lucha House Party gonna get the win here? I would say no. But then again, Cedric got the win, and maybe Ricochet comes out here to get some revenge. Kevin Owens is the best thing going in WWE right now, Mike Witt. I agree with you. And you know what's perfect is it's great that he's going up against the worst thing in WWE right now. The fans are so annoyed with Shane McMahon. So the fact that you got Kevin Owens out there cutting those pipe bombs, the fans can live vicariously through that. And hopefully Kevin Owens will put Shane down. And when did they work? They've already had the feud, right? Isn't that WrestleMania? My memory sucks. I've already forgotten my Shane McMahon and Kevin Owens history. Fill me in. When did they feud? In the last couple of years, right? I'm envisioning a Hell in the Cell spot or something. I don't know. Like, what match was that? Like, Sami Zayn jumped the barricade and pulled Owens out of the way. Was that WrestleMania? What happened? I remember. There's Ricochet. I knew it. Pinata Party might get a victory after all. You can't keep Ricochet down. You can't keep Maven down. Oh, cool. Okay, so Ricochet's interfering in order to give them a reason to do a commercial break. Okay. Oh, Hell in the Cell 2017. Thank you. Okay. That's right. So Shane's dove off the cell twice, huh? So he did it with Undertaker and Kevin Owens? Jesus, Shane. I don't know how I don't remember that. I remember the finish. I remember Shane being up there and then Sammy pulling Owens out of the way. But I could not remember when that happened. Yeah, you know what, Catherine? I forgot. I meant to check Rebby's Twitter, because I know when Jeff Hardy got the DUI last year, she tweeted. She was pissed because they were, in the tag team together, and she's like, God damn it, you're fucking up our chances. There's other people to think about here other than yourself. You got a family, you got a tag team partner, a brother, and, your fuck-ups affect us all. So I'm curious if she's pissed at him. But yeah, you got drunk in public in Myrtle Beach. And that's the thing. You guys have to understand. I'm from that area. I used to live in Wilmington, North Carolina. And Myrtle Beach, it is hard to be the drunkest person in Myrtle Beach. Like, Myrtle Beach is, like, kind of trashy. It's fun. But, man, there's some drunk-ass motherfuckers there. So for you to be singled out of a crowd in Myrtle Beach, you were probably pretty fucked up. You're not in a retirement community. That place is nuts. When I was young, I had a bachelor party down there, and we went to a strip club, and she did the ping pong thing. I mean, it's dirty down there. Like, so the fact that Jeff was there kind of made me laugh a little bit, but it's also like, dude, I mean, I'm glad it's not hard drugs or anything like that. It doesn't seem like it's the same demons that he's dealt with, but he seems to be a drinker now. He had the DUI last year, and now this thing in South Carolina, so whatevs.
Okay, that is good to know because Reggie is very opinionated. I'm sure he is.
Kind of was hoping all that was out of his system. Seems to be out of Matt's system. Matt's moved on with the kids and everything, and I don't know. Don't tell me what to do, Ryan. I didn't even see your fucking question. Don't bark at me. Yeah, use your own imagination on that, TJ. Oh, did I call Ricochet Maven? Yeah, I did. Yeah, just Myrtle Beach is just crazy. So the fact that that's where, at least that when I read the TMZ report, that's where it said he was. And I just found that so amusing because I can understand in his own little town of Cameron, you know, 15 people live in Cameron, so you're going to stick out like a sore thumb there. But in Myrtle Beach, you got to be awfully drunk to be the drunkest one in Myrtle Beach. Atlanta strippers. Never been to an Atlanta strip club before. Been to Atlanta. Oh no, I lost Ryan's sub. What shall I do? Call my therapist, eat a bunch of pills, get an emotional support animal, because I've lost Ryan as a sub. And he used the most unoriginal, pathetic insult that you can possibly come up with. AJ, chill with the aggression, brother. Yeah, Jeff goes hard on me. I think maybe Jeff has realized that the pills and the hard drugs, because I haven't heard anything about that. According to the TMZ report, this was alcohol related. He was released on a small amount of bond, so I don't think there was anything there. You would think he's probably, from all the trouble he was in all those years ago, there's no way that probation and all the shit you have to go through can be done yet. So he might be legitimately done with like all the hard drugs, but he's turning to whatever he can get his hands on, and alcohol is legal. So now he's just getting drunk. Like he's moving from one different vice to another. Whatever he's allowed to do, he'll do. It'd be nice if he could just shake it all off. I'm not aware of strip club ice cream. Never had any. People around in my neighborhood, they go ape shit for some ice cream in Rite Aid. I live right next to a Rite Aid over here. Every time I'm in there, there's a fucking line around this place to get this ice cream. It must be really good or really cheap. No, C-Mac, I'm not aware of Chadbourne. Right near Wilmington. Castlehane, Burgaw, Hampstead, Jacksonville even to a degree. I don't know, no Chadbourne. Ooh. Yeah, WWE, I don't know what their actual policy on stuff is. I mean, technically, if Jeff is still being regularly tested in the wellness program, and his problems are simply drinking, I don't know when they finally release him because his conduct is just detrimental and they're going to get rid of him, or how they, or if Jeff is kind of untouchable in that regard. I mean, don't forget the Uso. Jimmy, who was it? Jimmy got arrested or DUI or whatever, and I think maybe WWE is understanding sometimes that those things happen. And provided there's no drugs or anything that would cause you to fail a wellness test, or if there's no domestic violence of any kind or anything like that, and you just get a DUI, maybe they let it go. I don't know. But Jeff certainly gets a lot of chances. That's the end for Kalisto. Jesus, AJ? Joey, I haven't checked Twitter all night. Let me look. Oh yeah, I missed a lot of shit. Oh, Jesus. Oh yeah, that's definitely you. I'll retweet that. That's hilarious, Joey. I was DX last night. I'm NWO tonight. Hello, Harry. Oh, so okay, 40 miles. Okay, that maybe I've just never heard of it. Might be a little bit. I was thinking it was in like the direct surrounding areas of Wilmington. Yeah, I've probably driven through it, but guess I wasn't aware. Guy lived down there for a long time, and I've never heard of Chadburn. Crazy. Heard of Newburn. I saw the statement. They made the same statement for Uso. He's responsible for his own actions, so Jeff Hardy's got this issue, and they expect him to take care of it and deal with it, but, you know, Jeff's had issues like traveling to other countries and stuff, so you would think that he's still got some, like, lingering probation or something. I would think that a charge, even though pretty minor in the grand scheme of things, a drunk in public charge, if you're somebody that never gets in trouble, that can probably go away by paying a small fine. But for somebody like Jeff, you would think that this could lead to a bigger charge. I used to live in North Carolina. They're no joke there. There's people in jail right now spending years in jail for having the same amount of weed on them that I have right behind me. You know, it's not fair. And so, like, sometimes those charges snowball up and build up, and I just hope that Jeff doesn't have any more issues. The DUI didn't cause him any problems last year, so he must have a really good lawyer. Especially down there in the Carolinas, like that, in that Bible Belt area, man. They do not... There are so many non-violent drug offenders in jail in the South. It's ridiculous. Money talks. You got money to pay your way out of it. You can avoid anything. But if you don't, you're fucked and you're going to be in jail forever. Good thing Jeff is famous. If Jeff was not famous and Jeff was working at fucking Walmart, he'd never see the light of day with everything that he's done. He'd be in jail forever for the rest of his life. Possession and distribution and all that shit. He'd be fucked like a stray dog in Chinatown. Hey, Seth. Sorry you lost, man. I was sad about it. This girl is ugly. No, she's not.
Championship, and I've got to watch Brock Lesnar walk around here with a title that he doesn't deserve. So yeah, I'm hurt, but I'm a man possessed. Before I go any further, I want to let you and the entire world know that Becky Lynch is one of the toughest human beings I've ever met in my entire life, and she is going to be okay.
Okay, put over your girlfriend. That's fine.
Night, what happens when you push me too far? And that is just a small taste of what's going to happen.
Would I ever wrestle on Grimm's Toy Show? Wrestle? Maybe.
Back to the Universal title because I will fight anyone, anytime. I will fight Bobby Lashley. I will fight Sami Zayn. I will fight Roman Reigns. I will fight Big E. I will fight anyone and beat anyone. Until I fight Brock Lesnar.
All right, Seth is vowing to get another shot at Brock.
Seth Rollins is at his very best when his back is against the wall, and tonight that's definitely the case. Yeah, the Battle Royal comes your way later tonight in our main event, but I wanted to get back to what happened a bit earlier tonight, a very disturbing scene. Finn Balor was in the ring.
Now they're gonna recap Bray Wyatt. That was awesome.
When this happened.
I love the way the music stopped. I love his pants. They remind me of kind of like a Terry Funk wore something similar, but almost like Beetlejuice too. Crazy. Scary monsters. I hope 5-year-olds have nightmares. Hey, if there's any parents with little kids in your house right now, I want you to tell them that Bray Wyatt is going to be in their closet tonight. And if they can hear me, little Timmy, even though your mom and dad say that Bray Wyatt is not in your closet, I promise you he is. So when you sleep tonight, he's going to get you. Just warning you. I really hope some kids heard that. Anyway, and after they heard that tomorrow, can I please tell them where meat comes from? Let me know. Ramon Coffee, thanks for the $5. I see that you still got your old Nintendo. Do it still work? If so, when was the last time you played it? Yeah, it still works. It's hooked up right now. I got an old CRTV down here, and I just have all of my game consoles, my old school ones, daisy-chained together. Plug them right in. I can play anything I want. It's getting janky, though. Like, you have to really fuck with some of the games to get it to work. So I have the NES Mini. That's a good alternative. And can play in HD and clear and all that. So, but yep, I still have them all. I like to collect that shit on the side a little bit. I'm a very nostalgic person. God, this hug fest between these two. All right, we're about to find out who's going to face Becky. I mean, there's enough time here. If they do a commercial break to be at the top of the hour again, they could do a Ronda return or a Sasha return. Otherwise, I suppose one of these girls is actually going to get a title shot. Oh, Clyde, she covered her face. Oh, man, she's going to be really sad when Bray Wyatt comes to get her. Oh, man, ASAP has a pothead from Georgia. It's tough down here. I can only imagine. I used to live in North Carolina, and I would pay triple what I pay here for anything, and plus you got to be careful with it. Here you're allowed to, like, the amount of shit you're allowed to legally have is crazy. You can have, like, I don't know, like 10 ounces and 6 plants, you know, which produce I don't know how much. Like, they let you have a virtual grow house in legally, as long as you don't, like, take it too overboard. PlayStation Classic. Never played PlayStation. Thanks for the $2, Addicted Chip. Yeah, sorry, C-Mac. You sent him over to my house. Go blame GoodMicWork for scaring you shitless. Naomi's entrance is too much for me. I feel like I'm like at a rave or something. And I'm too old to be at a rave. Raves used to be the shit. Everybody would go to raves in the 90s. I managed a restaurant back then and half the staff would come in the next day. Looked like they slept with goats. Nope, they were just at a rave all night. Yes, I have been to a WCW event before. They rolled through my old town, and I used to live in North Carolina in the late 80s, like 89. Oh, here's Becky. And I met Flair and Anderson and everybody that day. It was cool. So she's really selling this end of days, which it's not like she got hit by a chair. She just got hit with a move. Like, she's all right. She just took a bump. Becky should be able to shake that right off. No, I don't know how to hack it. I've got the NES Mini with the original. The only thing that sucks about it is it doesn't have all the games I like, so that's when I will fire up the other one. But I don't know if I want to hack it. It kind of scares me. Like, when I was shopping for it, all over eBay, there's all sorts of, like, hacks. You can buy, like, knockoffs of this with, like, 300 games in it or whatever. And I just don't know if like, do those even work if you buy them? And are they, are they responsive? Are the controls good? One good thing about the NES Mini is that it fucking emulated the controller perfectly. I kind of suck at Mike Tyson's Punch-Out Ramon, but I'm glad you're good at it. Thanks for the $5. That was never one of my favorite games. I had it, but I never played it a lot. I didn't like it. For some reason, I couldn't connect with it. And I don't have a huge list of games that I really liked. I mean, I liked a lot of the classics, the Mario Brothers, the Double Dragons. I can beat, there's some games I'm really randomly good at. I can beat Paperboy without dying, which is insane because it's a really hard game. There's another game, Gunsmoke, that's really, really hard that I can beat, and I've beaten a couple times. I just played them a lot as a kid, got good at them. Oh yeah, I can learn anything on YouTube. Half the shit that I learned to do for the channel I learn on YouTube. It's getting to that time of night where the sun starts really shining in on my face. So I'm gonna go fix that. I'll be right back. Let's fix the lighting in here.
And new creamy Snickers. That's it. That's exactly why I hate working with you. Mr. Arson,
better.
He knows how to blow things up. No offense, She-Hulk here only knows how to smash. Look at the two of you. The fate of the world is in your hands and you can't even get along. You think I'm stupid? Of course I think you're stupid. My guns. Oh, I got them. My guns.
All money managers might seem the same, but some give their clients cookie-cutter portfolios. Fisher Investments tailors portfolios to
we are back to normal.
Some only call when they have something to sell. Fisher calls
Okay.
so you stay
Who was here last night during the stream when I accidentally hit the mute button? How funny was that?
whether you do well or not. Fisher Investments fees are structured so we do better.
I was talking for like 30 seconds,
Maybe that's why most of our clients
and y'all couldn't hear me.
money managers. Fisher
You're like, we can't hear you, asshole.
better money management.
I have been worried about Harley Race's health. He's been having some health problems a lot in the past few months, and I guess he's back in the hospital. He's, he looks really in rough shape. I mean, I think he's mostly in a wheelchair now. And he's getting so old. And I'm not sure exactly what's wrong with him.
And we're back live on Monday Night Raw. Fatal four-way elimination matchup. One of these four women.
All right, here we go.
For the Raw Women's Championship in 4 weeks at SummerSlam. Yes, Becky Lynch is here tonight. Oh, Carmella with a roll-up. Carmella. Remember, once you're eliminated, you head back to the locker room. Last woman standing in this match will head.
All right, still over 200 people up here. Smash that thumbs up for me.
Natalia and Naomi.
Would like to get up to like 200 likes at least so I don't look like a jabroni over here on YouTube.
You see Nikki Cross at ringside. She's not in this match, but here in support of Alexa Bliss.
Angela Dawkins in support of Nikki Cross.
Aforementioned athleticism. Roll up by Naomi. Natalia kicks out at 2.
What's Alexa doing on the outside of the ring?
Across the ring by Naomi. Nobody home.
Both these women just absolute veterans in the locker room. So many of the women here look up to the athleticism, the career of both these women.
Looks like Italian man rolling an ankle trying to deliver. Whoa.
Double nip up.
Double drop kick into the nip up and now both women.
Why is there only two? This is a fatal four-way, right? Okay, there's Alexa.
Two other women in this match. There you see.
And Carmella.
And Alexa. Carmella's gonna steal this one. Hooking a leg now and Naomi who kicks out.
This is a random 4 women here. Where's Asuka? Where's Kairi Sane?
Out again.
I like this strategy. Keep trying, Mela.
Where's somebody else who doesn't suck?
Off of one count, got her shoulder up. Carmella's a two-time Money in the Bank ladder match winner. Stack it up. Naomi kicks out again.
No, the WCW event that I went to was in Greenville. Same building that I graduated high school in, where ECU plays basketball. And they came in like '89. WWE has ran shows in that building too in the last few years, but WWE did not come there back then because they remodeled it and made it a little bit bigger. But before they remodeled it, WCW was just a little bullshit promotion, so they would come through everywhere. In the Carolinas, they ran a little house show there. All the wrestlers were super accessible. I had great seats. I was right up on the railing. I have pictures from that night, really faded, but I found some probably in the last 5 years. I came across them. Hadn't seen them since, and just up and happened to see them. And I'm like, holy crap. I tweeted a few of them. They're real faded, but you can see Ric Flair, and I think the Road Warriors were there, and some other good pictures, but that was a fun time. Jesus. Ember Moon, another one. There's another one. Why isn't she contending?
Now's not the time for showboating.
I completely agree with you. And Alexa Bliss has been trying to, I believe, hide all this time outside the ring.
Of course, she wants everybody else to do the work.
Naomi wanted rear view.
Oh.
Super kick. Drops Naomi. Oh, and a kick by Carmella as well. And now there's Alexa. Alexa was hiding in wait, and she was able. Look at that, Carmella, just like that.
All right, eliminated.
Perilous situation in these fatal four.
Carmella is out. It's all right, girl. You'll be fine. Just go win the 24/7 title. No big deal. I know. Becky Lynch is overrated all of a sudden. A year ago, she was not overrated. She was the person that WWE should push. So they did, and now she's overrated. Remember how mad everybody was at Nia Jax for ruining Becky Lynch's opportunity? And she's the hottest female in WWE, and Nia Jax fucked it all up. Send her down to NXT. So WWE says, okay, fans really like Becky Lynch. Let's put her in the main event of WrestleMania and put the belt on her. And now we want to tear her down. I don't think the fans know what they want.
I don't think Becky cares. I think she wants the best competitor. Continue to shine at SummerSlam. And you know, Becky will not shy away from a fight, no matter who
Ooh.
it's with. What a kick by Naomi.
Naomi, you got so much... You look like a highlighter.
Kicks at it too. Has just barely escaped. Naomi clearly brought her A game tonight. Gonna maximize the opportunity.
You're going to meet Scott Hall and Charlotte. Scott Hall's booked for my Jericho cruise coming up in January. I'll get a chance to meet him. And Nash and X-Pac will be there too, I think.
And Natalia.
Cross cheering at ringside for Alexa Bliss.
And best buds as Alexa now lands on her feet. Big clothesline down. Down goes Naomi.
Is Nikki Cross going to cost Alexa the win here?
Naomi here tonight. The kick out. They got us still upset.
Jim Cornette is insane. It cracks me up. Jim Cornette probably has such a hard time keeping track of who his enemies are. I mean, he just fucking buries everybody on his podcast. He despises All Elite Wrestling and just shits on everything they do. I'm like, man, he's gonna run into him. He ran into Santino at that convention. Remember, Santino like got in his face. Cornette needs to be careful. Somebody's gonna beat his ass one day. And I like Cornette. Ah, commercial. I thought we weren't doing commercials during wrestling anymore.
Basil aioli and melty mozzarella. It's like they took a BLT and turned it on
Oh, I didn't know Nia. 120 pounds. I mean, good for her, but that's an awful lot of weight in a short amount of time. She hadn't been off TV that long. I don't know if that's true. I did see her haircut. She's got like super short hair. It's all curly. I don't know what her injury status is. I don't know how much longer she's going to be out or when she's going to be back. But it's her, yeah, it's her ACL. That's right. It is her ACL. Yeah, she's going to be gone for a while. Oh, great. The Cheetos sandwich commercial. My favorite. Would you like to taste the most disgusting fucking thing that we've ever come up with in our lives? Take a big bite. Wash it down with some sweet lightning. What the fuck is sweet lightning? You will probably die after eating this. That's what they should say to me. Yeah, blew them both out. God damn, Nia Jax. Yeah, she ain't gonna be back anytime soon from that. But... and if she's dropping a few pounds, great. But I think that's an awful... I mean, when did she get hurt? My timeline's so fucked up. I don't know how long she's been out, but... 120 seems like a lot of damn weight in a short amount of time. Hey, don't talk shit about Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose is now a Piston. Maybe the Pistons can sneak in the back door of the playoffs this year, but probably not. But I was surprised to see Detroit picked him up. He used to be the man before he got injured 9,000 times. The good boys. Shut up, Greg. Girl, you cannot talk about your $10 bigger box and not expect me to make a joke. Okay, WrestleMania. Okay, is when she got hurt. All right. Adam Cole's awesome. Oh yeah, Greg Oden. He did look old as shit, didn't he? Boy, did his career go down a shitter. I'm pretty sure he was picked... was he picked over Durant? I hope not. I think they were in the same draft. Oh man, imagine missing out on Durant. Holy shit. Logic, I know if I'm watching it on my streaming app, but if you're looking for a free way to watch it, you can find live streams. Just Google Raw stream or something. Something will come up. They're all over the place. They're sketchy as fuck, but they work. You might have to close out a couple of ads. Make sure your computer's protected. And you can find them. Simple search. Damn, she's already lifting. Good for her. She might be back. I mean, she's young.
extracurricular activity.
Ramon Coffee, what do I think? Thanks for the $5, dude. What do I think would have happened to Sean Waltman if he had taken part in the curtain call? Nothing. I think Waltman would have been out the door too. I think they probably would have let him go, or maybe they would have kept him there as punishment. I don't know. But I think he was already out the door by that point, so he would have left with Hall and Nash, and it would have been the same deal. Triple H would have still had to be punished for it. The only thing that they might have done differently is not let Waltman go, because I think they let him go to WCW. I think he was like released so he could go there. So maybe they wouldn't release him and they'd keep him just to punish him, and he'd eat shit. But he was already eating shit, losing diaper matches to Razor and shit. So he was already jobbing. So I don't think it would have changed much at all. It would just would have put a fifth man in the ring. That's all. He still would have gone to WCW to be in the NWO. Still would have had the falling out with WCW, and probably would have still came back to WWE. I don't think much would have changed at all, actually. He would have been at a little bonus. Something tells me Alexa's going to win this. I used to have the big gold belt. I sold it years ago. I got one of the first ones they ever made. It was like the first prototypes of the replica belts. And the problem with the front plate on the big gold WCW belt, it wasn't curved. It was just flat, and it didn't look very good. I just didn't like the look of the belt. And they would perfect the design as replica belts became more and more common. But I had like one of the very first ones. So I sold it years ago on eBay for like $150. Got a pretty good amount of money off of it for it, surprisingly. And yeah, and I got rid of it. But these two I kept. Look at Alexa. That's interesting. I've never seen that before. She's like, I'm just going to crawl in here. We're going to get to the end of this three-way match. So far, Carmella's the only one eliminated. Leg whip onto, or leg drag onto Naomi there. From Natalia and that ridiculous outfit. Oh, she's going to get split-legged moonsaulted. Wow, I thought they would pin Naomi there. Hard right hand or right elbow from Alexa.
Just taking advantage of all the hard work of both Naomi and Natalia.
It's called brilliant strategy, Renee.
I don't disagree with that, but there's no sense. Like, she's just making everybody else more mad. Mad Natalia, mad Naomi.
It doesn't matter. It's what
I didn't know that was his last match. 1-2-3 Kids on Raw was against Savio Vega. The last time I can remember the Kid being on Raw, I thought was in a match with Shawn Michaels prior to WrestleMania 12. And then I didn't really remember seeing him much after that, so I didn't know when his official final night was. Or televised match. That was probably taped.
Naomi back to the center of the ring.
Alexa got a boob job for her boyfriend. No, on her special, her 365. She talked about when she was younger and dealt with some issues. She got implants at a really young age, and they recommend you kind of tighten them up or replace them after 10 years, and she just got them fixed up like a tune-up. So that's what she did when we were all like, holy shit, I think she got a boob job, because she started looking a little bit different. And apparently it was more maintenance than anything else. So I never knew that. But we learned it. We learned it on the network. Check it out.
Women just wearing each other down.
Capitalize on any opportunity that presents itself.
Mike Witt, shut up. I don't want them bothering me. They are both sleeping on the bed together. It's fucking cute as shit when I just went in there to go to the bathroom.
Beaming about it all.
I can see them both too. It's hilarious. Poor Becky's got to sit out there for this whole match. We've only had one elimination. This is awful. Good, I like it. This is awful. These are the most random ass #1 contenders. Nobody wants... I don't want any of these people to face Becky. Wow, fans are not treating this match well. It's been going on way too long. And then we still have a whole nother elimination to go through here. Majestic. Alexa's a unicorn. She's a majestic unicorn. I would definitely hire Alexa Bliss to be a hostess in my restaurant. For sure. We'd have the best clientele of rich white men you could ask for. She'd bring in a lot of business. All right, Naomi is out. Yeah, I don't give a shit about Naomi anyway. She does nothing for me. Oh, we get another commercial? That's going to really please the audience. Sweet. Let me grab a quick beverage then. Be right back. Cheesy bites. Back and back. All right. I would like to see Ronda return and cost her best friend Natalia. I thought that might be the case, but I'm not feeling it. Yeah, I thought there was no wrestling during commercials either, but I'm not upset that they're getting away from that. I mean, we still had a 2 out of 3 falls match tonight. They've still done a couple of things to make a commercial happen, and they're doing the elimination match the same way. But if they slowly phase it out, I think it needs to. It was a nice try, but it's not going to work, and it sucks. You heard me pissing? Wow, weird, because I wasn't pissing. I just went and got a new beverage and put some plants inside of a glass apparatus. That's all I did. Charlotte or Asuka should face Becky. Man, Charlotte and Becky went last year, right? And Asuka and Becky worked Rumble. So those matches have happened.
And that's your sugar intake going down. This is the tea farm in India where we got the tea leaves. We pay a premium for the ingredients we use so they can invest in the community. These are the bicycles they use the fair trade dollars on. And the students whose school just got a new roof. Back to you. You did that. Honest. Small decision, big impact.
I think the days of bra and panties matches are over, Millennial Smark. WWE, they used to always, treat sex like they do Brock Lesnar. You know, if the ratings are bad, they go back to Brock. Back in the day, it was like sex and tits and ass. They tried to do that HLA back in like 03 or whatever year that was with Eric Bischoff. Hot lesbian action. Cannot believe they did that. Like, looking back now, just how horrible it looks to review that. Doesn't age well at all. No, I have never smoked a cigarette in my life, and I would not recommend it. I read that it was bad for you. Some article said you really shouldn't do that. So I didn't.
Great friends, Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss on the outside strategizing before Bliss steps in the ring with the veteran Natalia.
Also on the outside, we've got the
Yeah, Bliss is always going to have a spot. WWE, I mean, WWE protects her. They do. Alexa Bliss. They might have called an audible there and told Nikki to do that to get the crowd angry about something else. To get them to stop chanting, "This is awful." I'm surprised. They actually should have done that during the commercial break. They should have had Nikki do that, get the crowd all riled. And that way they come back from commercial, they're all hot and bothered instead of chanting, "This is awful." Alexa Bliss. You suck. We still got that big man, 10-man battle royal coming up. That's probably going to be coming up next.
And that is a classic Alexa Bliss there. Double knees. Cover now on Natalia to advance to SummerSlam and a kick out.
Alexa was at SummerSlam last year. She got the shit beaten out of her.
Toronto's ever seen, Renee. The man versus the celestial being, the goddess.
Come on, get real.
What? I've been to Toronto. Not much happens there.
I've been to Toronto. Not much happens there. Toronto's a fun city. I always hear good things about Toronto. I was there when I was a kid, but I haven't been to Toronto as an adult.
Smart maneuver by Alexa Bliss. Look out! Oh no! Poor Nikki. Natalia took out Nikki Cross.
Oh, Nikki.
It's completely unintentional. Nikki was just doing her best to.
What's going on, Christopher? Thanks for joining.
The shadow of Alexa Bliss, you're bound to get bit.
I think Alexa's gonna get angry now. This is not gonna bode well for Natalia. Here we go. Uh-oh.
Are they chanting Goldberg or boring?
The sharpshooter right in the middle of the ring. Oh no! The sharpshooter's locked in. Bliss taps out.
Bliss tap into the sharpshooter. We got Natty. Natty and Natty and Becky. Okay.
A little show of respect on the outside from the
There's got to be a Ronda Rousey tie in here.
Rich and Natalia have had careers that have paralleled one another in many, many ways.
There's got to be.
A great deal of professional respect between the Queen of Hearts and the man. But this is just unfortunate. Poor Nikki. Just trying to be a supportive friend to the goddess. And it had to affect the goddess mentally, strategically. Because, I mean, let's be honest, Bliss rarely makes mistakes. Natalia capitalized.
Corey Graves putting over Alexa Bliss is one of my favorite things in wrestling.
Congratulations after that victory.
Oh, now they're going to interview her?
Are going to SummerSlam.
Well, first off, Lexi sucks. It's amazing how a beer makes such a difference. You never know what can happen on the drop of a dime. Last year, my life has changed so much, but to think that I'm going to be going back to my home country of Canada to face my friend Becky Lynch for the Raw Women's Championship, what a dream come true.
Something's got to be up here. I hope she turns heel.
Yeah, well, your friend's got something to say. No,
Come on, bring Ronda back now.
the man has something to say.
Becky's still hurt from the end of days
Well,
last night.
congratulations, Nadia. First of all, now, you know I'm hurting. But I don't care that I'm hurting, because I came here to fight. I'm always here to fight, because nothing makes me happy.
Becky's not calling herself a man. She's calling herself the man. There's a difference. The man is like a phrase. I'm the man. A man is saying you're a man with a dick and balls. She's not saying that.
You think that you're me
The man is an expression.
when you're career needs something. No, it really does. It really needs something, and I'm it. And if it's one thing that I've learned in all of this, it's that I do a lot better in war than I do in love.
So Becky's basically like, fuck you, Natalia.
Well, you must not be a very good lover then, bitch.
She's called a bitch.
Becky, you want a war? You got a war. I'm gonna rip that greasy orange mop off your head, and I'm gonna pull the horseshoe out of your ass and kick the living.
Why does she have a horseshoe in her ass, Natalia? And how did it get there? And is Seth involved? And does he know? How does he feel about it? Natalia's so hard to like. I mean, I like her. That's those stupid ears and her dumb promos and her awkward emotion. I'll never shit on the Hearts. Any family member of the Hart is a family. Any member of the Hart family is a friend of mine, but it's tough. And this is a match that, on paper, up front, I don't really give a shit about unless there's some sort of a Ronda Rousey run-in or something like that. And SummerSlam is in Canada. Hello, Randall. Can you stop staring at me? Thank you, please.
After I win tonight's Battle Royal,
You're not going to win.
finish business with Brock Lesnar.
No, he killed you last time at SummerSlam. You're not going to win.
Carry a chip on my shoulder.
No, you're not going to win. So Randy, stop.
Shh.
You're not going to win.
Shh. Letters in sports
No.
entertainment.
Sorry, Randy. Thanks for coming. Not going to be you.
Our main event, the Battle Royal, still to come tonight. And here comes the A-lister. The Miz will host Miz TV, and from what we understand,
Oh, Miz TV?
Dolph Ziggler
Oh, Ziggler.
requested to be the Miz's guest.
Great.
And Miz live next on Monday Night Raw.
Ziggler's probably feeling great. Does Canada have summer? Yeah, I think they do. I mean, I've lived in Michigan, and I was even in upstate Michigan, or upper peninsula, in the summers as a kid and stuff. It was warm up there. I think they have a summer just short as shit, isn't it? Where are my Toronto peeps at? I don't think I'd be able to have a YouTube channel if I lived in a cold weather city, because what cold weather also does to me, it always makes me sick. I'm always like nasally and shit, and I don't ever hardly get sick at all here in California. But if I lived somewhere in the north, I'd probably be so stuffed up and sick all the time because it's freezing ass cold. My commentaries would sound like shit. I'd look like hell. I'd look miserable and pale because I don't see any sunshine. They did. When they booed Edge, that was hysterical. He's like looking around like, what the hell? I hope Canada boos Natalia. That'd be hilarious. Trey Williams, a demon against Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam this year. What do I think? I think it would be a fun match, but they've done Balor and Brock already, right? And then also, it's not going to be that because Balor's going to be working Bray Wyatt. And Brock's going to be facing the winner of this. So, Finn's not in this Battle Royal. He's been Sister Abigail'd. Why did I leave NC? Because it sucks? No, it doesn't suck. I love the beaches there. No, just wanted to change. Moved out here to the West Coast. Was ready to live in a better town, you know, basically. I like the vibes out here better. I like the people better. Randy might surprise me. He might. How did he get... Remember when he faced Brock a few years ago and Brock busted him open with the elbow shots? Randy, how did he get that title shot? I think they just announced it. I think he just got the... I remember it was co-promoted sort of with Brock Lesnar being allowed to go do the UFC fight. So that would have been like 2016. And I want to say it was on UFC that they announced the Orton match. But they kind of threw it together. And then it ended in a really weird way with Orton spilling a bunch of blood in the ring. Jericho apparently had a pull apart with Brock backstage after the match. Very weird SummerSlam. Really weird SummerSlam. I remember it well. Baron Corbin winning tonight. I can't see Baron Corbin winning only because that puts him in the ring with Brock Lesnar. That match makes no sense.
We just spend all day telling everyone how we customize car insurance because no two people...
No, I didn't record too many Nitros, but I tape traded for them. I've got the first 3 years in their entirety on DVD. But it was cool with Nitro. I would record all the Raws, but then I had this like routine that I would do on Mondays during the Monday Night Wars. I would watch the replay. TNT would replay Nitro later on at night. So I would watch Raw first, and then after Raw was over, I'd like make some dinner and do some shit. And then, because I was on the East Coast, you know, I would wait until like 10, 11, or 1 o'clock in the morning, whatever the fuck it was. And I'd watch it. Stay up all night and watch it. Yeah, LA's rough. I couldn't live up there. I like having LA in close proximity. I can drive up there in an hour and a half and go to Laker games or WWE events or some shit like that, but living there would be a fucking nightmare. All right, let's see what Dolph Ziggy has to say.
Welcome to most must-see WWE talk show in history. Welcome to Miz TV. My guest tonight requested to be on the show. So without further ado, let's bring him out. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Dolph Ziggler.
All right, Dolph. Try not to lose in 10 seconds. I mean, we all know Dolph can cut a good promo and an emotional promo. He's done this shit a million times. Frustrated. I mean, remember what he did with The Miz. Remember, though, it was like No Mercy, and he cut that emotional promo, and he's like put his career on the line. Like, we've seen this so many times. So unless he's quitting, I don't know what the fuck he's going to say here that we haven't already seen or heard.
Welcome to the show. Let's get right down to it. Why did you ask to be on it?
Well, Miz, clearly I got my own problems with my career on SmackDown, but you and I, we go way back, and I just wanted to come on Raw and just to see, you know, if the rumors were true about you, and I just...
Rumors true about what?
You know, you used to want to, like, prove to everyone how good you were and outdo everyone else and outwork them, and now you're just like a company yes man that reads off a teleprompter.
Oh, we're going to get this match again?
Are you trying to get a rise out of me? What is this? Are you mad about Kofi? Are you mad about Kevin Owens? Are you projecting on me, your friend? Is this a jealousy thing?
No. Sorry, Miss. Listen.
Your friend.
I'm not jealous.
You weren't your friend a few years ago.
I know that you're happy to be here.
I'm very happy to be here. Of course, because we're in Long Island. Why wouldn't I be not happy to be here?
I would not be happy to be in Long Island.
That's what
I'm just going to volunteer that information.
You're just happy to be here. You don't care about proving everybody wrong like you used to, trying to be the best. Miss, everything you do for this company, was it worth it to kiss?
Portland's cool as shit. Portland's not a hellhole. Portland's awesome. I'd live there if it was not cold.
You know, I'd rather not be on the pay-per-view than lose to Kevin Owens.
You want some good beer? Go up there.
Yeah, I got to deal with that. That was pretty embarrassing. That was bad, man. That was like Goldberg bad. But somehow
Goldberg bad.
find a way to sleep at night.
That's awesome.
I do, and I just miss. Hey, think about it.
Goldberg's never going to wrestle again. They're not going to let him.
Everything that you hate. Look at you. You're a walking gimmick logo T-shirt. Look, it says Long
You're not even from Long.
From Long Island, you're not even from Hollywood. You're from Cleveland, and that's what I'm talking about. A gritty city that used to step your foot in the ring and tell everybody, I can be the best. I deserve to be here. But no, shut the hell up and listen to me. Listen to me. You're better than that, and you've become everything that you hate.
Who are you giving advice to, Dolph?
T-shirt selling logo. You are everything that you've always hated, and now you've become everything that is wrong with this business. You have become everything that you hate because all you give a damn about is fortune and fame. Just like your wife.
Oh.
Had enough. Vince went right after Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler crossing the line there. Dolph asked for this time, and then all he did was come out here and berate the Miz. Come on. Say it again. Once again, Ziggler appears to have the short end of the stick.
It's a random segment. They basically just brought Dolph out there to start shit with the Miz. He never even talked about his recent string of bad luck. Insulted the Miz and his wife, and then the Miz attacked him, and now these two look like they're off and running for a little program here. Okay. A few years ago, they did the whole deal for the IC title. It was reversed. Babyface Dolph, heel Miz, and now we're doing this.
Drake Maverick is about to celebrate the best night of his life.
Here we go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
He's finally gonna get to consummate his marriage.
How many weeks ago did they get married? What are they doing on Wednesdays and Thursdays? That doing a nasty hadn't happened yet. This is very, very, very unrealistic. This is more unrealistic than anything Undertaker and Kane have ever done. Fucking bullshit. Roman and Kofi, a lot of people are calling for that Roman and Kofi program. I think WWE wants to put Roman in a situation where he's going to get cheered. I think Kofi is more liked, but people seem to have laid off the Roman hate a little bit for the time being. So it could happen.
My constipation that's both gentle and fast. New Dolcolax liquid works naturally with the water in my body to provide gentle relief in as little as 30 minutes. New stimulant-free Dolcolax liquid puts you comfortably in control.
Your Bernaise sauce here is the best in town. What do you do for fun?
Not this.
Oh, what am I into? Mostly Progressive's Name Your Price tool. Helps people find coverage options based on their budget. Flo has it, I want it, it's a whole thing, and she's right there.
Yeah, she's my ride. These dates. He has pics of you on his phone.
They're very tasteful.
Like it's your J-O-B. Cheesy Bites Pizza from Pizza Hut is back, people. Time to go to work on them.
I'm just wondering where R-Truth is going to be. Under the bed, in the bathroom, room service. He'll probably be room service. That's probably what it'll be. He'll either be dressed as the waiter, or it'll be like room service, and then they'll wheel in a cart, and he'll be hiding underneath it, and he'll pop out. Surprise, bitch! And then poor Drake.
Is that you? That is me. I wasn't a math genius, and I knew nothing about coding. But you guys do. You guys have the power to change things. I want your job. I want you to have my job.
They've done a lot of hotel shit like this before over the years. Pillman and Marlena and Tori Wilson and Val Venus and oh my god. I gotta read some of these texts.
Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org.
Tuesday, I'm going to hunt a turkey this year. You are not going out in the woods with a gun. I got a big old turkey.
They should actually do a thing. Like, they should bring in... I mean, since they're name-dropping Hornswoggle so much, they should bring him in. Like, if R-Truth really thinks he's chasing Hornswoggle, sooner or later, somebody's gonna be like, hey, Hornswoggle's going to be at so-and-so, at a convention. And then he shows up there and tries to beat him. And Hornswoggle's like, what are you doing? I don't even know. I haven't even seen you in forever. Why are you coming after me? It would actually be funny if they did something like that. Where R-Truth showed up on location somewhere, wherever Hornswoggle is, to beat him. And Hornswoggle's just confused as shit because he doesn't know why R-Truth's just attacking him for no reason in the middle of a public place. Might be fun. Lita and Dean Malenko, that's right. Cena and Edge, yeah, everybody, they've all done. And even recently, Lana and Rusev and Enzo and all that shit, right? So there's always some shit going down in a hotel room in wrestling. It's almost as common as the limo. Well, Bray Wyatt definitely was the most interesting thing to happen tonight, but we still got to get our number one contender. Got to figure that out. We got 30 minutes left in this show. Oh my God. Ew. Ew. Oh my God. Do we have to... There's 20,000 people in this arena watching this disgusting shit. He's just doing like Sean in the Playgirl magazine. Same thing. Oh, there's a knock on the door. It's room service. Told you it was room service. You don't look ready, dude. Yep, he's going to be under the cart. I told you. I called that, didn't I? You know he's under there. Is the referee under there with him too? Or the referee is the room service guy? I think it's the referee. That is the referee. That's hilarious. Oh, your head is too close. This is not Human Centipede. This is not Human Centipede. There he is. What? That was the dumbest thing. Why is he looking under the bed mattress for that amount of time? Oh my God, I'm a grown man. Oh, actually, I am happy that R-Truth has the belt back. You're not going to constipate the marriage now. Too bad.
That's next level humiliating. What did we just watch?
Poor Drake. I mean, that's not good.
I think Drake and Mike Kanellis need to go out and have a beer together tonight. He did not win with a small package, Corey Graves. Renee's cracking the fuck up about that, too.
Walking the red carpet with The Rock at the premiere of the brand new movie, Hobbs and Shaw, and of course last week at the...
Michael Cole, what is this in English? What are you, Hobbs and what? What the fuck? Oh, ESPYs. Gonna constipate your marriage now. Oh, I didn't know the WWE had an SB category. Interesting. Oh, they gave it to him outside?
We're all out there grinding 365 days a year, and to be recognized as the SBs, it's pretty spectacular.
What's wrong with Alexa Bliss? Let's look her up. What's wrong, girl? You mad, bro? Oh, she's mad about the chants. Interesting. She says it's disrespectful. Well, I rarely defend the fans, but Alexa Bliss retweeted this one tweet from somebody that said they ask for women to be taken seriously, and then they begin to chant that. Disappointing from the crowd. The women are not exclusive to those chants. We get plenty of "this is awful," "this is boring," "this sucks" chants for the men all the time. I don't think this has anything to do with them chanting because it's women. They were chanting it because it was a boring match that went on too long, that sucked, that we didn't care about. They would chant the same thing if it was a four-way match with men that we didn't give a shit about and we didn't care. So I don't believe that at all. And I don't often defend the fans. I'm always thinking the fans are in the wrong because most of them are stupid. But in this case, if she's thinking that they were chanting because it had something to do with women or females, no. Nothing to do with that at all. I just think the match was boring and the fans said so, which they always do. But it is a little bit disrespectful. I remember the one time I dealt with that was at Unforgiven. It was the same show. I've told the story a million times about the big car accident, the 18-wheeler thing that happened with Jericho and Edge and everybody. Well, that night, you know, prior to that happening, at the pay-per-view, Jericho, who just came into the company, worked with X-Pac. And on paper, that's a great match. Two fucking great wrestlers, two of the best in the world. And as a wrestling fan, I was looking forward to seeing it. And there I sat in Charlotte trying to watch that match, and every redneck around me is chanting, "Boring, boring." I'm like, motherfucker, this is Jericho and X-Pac. But they were all there to see Stone Cold. Stone Cold. And I just thought they were horribly disrespectful. The match was like, these are like two of the best. But it really wasn't built, you know, it was a lot like a Cesaro or Aleister Black type of match, just kind of thrown together. But the match itself, there was no reason for the fans to be chanting boring, and I thought they were disrespectful as shit. Especially when the match was actually good. But with this four-way match earlier with the girls, I wasn't interested in it. We were talking about everything else in the world other than that match. So in this particular case, I don't think sexism has anything to do with it. Just in this case. Sometimes it does, though.
Have lunch with me. I don't believe it.
People are saying that Roman wasn't worthy of his SB. That's stupid. It was a jabroni SB. It was given to him outside. It wasn't even on the main show. What's the difference? The dude had a second bout with leukemia. Came back from it. Right back, you know, wrestling at a high level. I think he deserves a little bit of a pat on the back for that. If he has to get an outside SB, who cares? It wouldn't even be worth my time to dispute that. Gotta have an awfully lot of Roman Reigns hate in your heart to actually give a shit enough to care about that.
Dogs don't know what's good for them. Luckily you do. Greenie's Dental Treats. Cool, dip, pop, like it's your J-O-B. Cheesy Bites Pizza from Pizza Hut is back, people. Time to go to work on them before they're gone. No one out-pizzas the...
They got to get going on this Battle Royal. We only have 20 minutes of the show left. I still think my pick is going to be Strowman. I think that maybe they try to get him back on track here. And maybe they have him destroy Brock Lesnar, and that's the way you make Strowman make up for all the shit you did to him before. If not, I don't know what they're going to do. But I will say this. I will predict this. If Strowman wins, I know that 99.99999% of the fans on social media are going to say, oh, great, this match again, Brock's just going to beat him. Where I really felt like that was what they were going to do previous times, I don't feel like that this time. Just like Cena and Brock in 2014. I said that Brock is going to beat him, and people didn't think so. They thought that because they were so used to Cena winning, and they were so cynical about the whole thing. They're like, oh, no way, Cena's going to beat Brock. So they're going to think the same thing here. And if Strowman wins this Battle Royal and he's Brock's opponent, they're going to swear up and down that Brock's going to beat him. Vince just wants to push Brock. He's not going to push anybody else but Brock. Brock's going to hold the title to WrestleMania. I disagree. I think if they go through with another Strowman and Brock match, the only outcome you can have is for Strowman to win. So if Strowman wins here, I hereby predict him to win the title at SummerSlam. If he doesn't, then who knows what the fuck they're going to do. And Big E's out first. I wouldn't mind it being Big E, but Big E to me still wouldn't make much sense. Big E is so crazy. The Big E versus Brock match, I just don't know how it fits with what they're doing right now. It would come completely out of left field. Why? He's tag team champions on the SmackDown brand with Kofi already as a world champion. Why is he coming over here to randomly I don't know. I think Seth, Roman, or Strowman makes the most sense. You can have some dark horses like Cesaro, but he lost last night.
In at WrestleMania in a match Brock Lesnar was involved in to become WWE champion. Oh, I think his name was Seth freaking Rollins.
Check this out.
Well, Lashley's got his ribs midsection taped up. Mike Witt, I agree, dude. At least the fans don't chant what as much. They still do. But that shit was getting out of control. And I will never fucking forgive Steve Austin and Christian for that whole fucking debacle. Where is Leo Rush? You didn't hear, Bubba? They're doing a Webster reboot. And he quit WWE to play the lead role. We wish him the best in his little endeavors. Oh, hi, douchebag. Remember when he got curb stomped 3 times last night? Because I remember it, and it was awesome. And I watched it like 4 times. Remember when you ate that kendo stick and a couple of chair shots? Still waiting on them cheese sticks. Yeah, Michael Cole, we know who he is. Christian is involved in the creation of the what chant somehow. Some sort of voicemail between him and Austin. Story's been told a few times. Can't remember the specifics on it, but Christian has something to do with it. So, he's at fault. All right. The Apex Predator.
Randy Orton hasn't forgotten the last time he was victimized by the Beast at SummerSlam. The Viper would love to avenge that fateful night.
You know what they could do here before Roman comes out? Maybe somebody attacks him. Maybe Shane McMahon attacks him. Well, no, Shane's doing Kevin Owens. I thought maybe they'd do something to knock Roman out of the match or something. All right, Braun, you're kind of my pick here, brother. He's the last one out, right? Roman's already in there. I love how Big E just dances to everybody's songs. He's the best. I want to be roommates with Big E. All right, this is everybody, right? This is all 10. Oh, Brock's here. He's gonna got a chair and he's gonna watch.
The Universal Champion wants to have eyes on who his potential contenders could be.
Like Shane is capable of attacking Roman. Well, Shane beat Roman. I think he's capable of attacking him. With a little help. I thought that maybe they would do something like yank him out of the ring here and beat him, but no, he's going to be in the match. I'm still going Strowman. I think Strowman. I think Strowman's going to win, and then fans are going to complain that why are we getting this match again, but unlike the last few times, Strowman's going to win this time. And my Cheetos commercial just went silent. Oh. Well, luckily it's a commercial because my stream is just did something weird. I miss Sheamus too. There we go. All right, we've had a steady audience in here, same amount of people literally in here all night, so that's kind of cool. And mash that thumbs up for me. If you could, I'd appreciate it. What are you talking about, Benellini, Cannellini? Like he wasn't going to show up? Yeah, it's not out of the realm of possibility for him not to show up. Most times Brock Lesnar gets a segment out of the way and gets his ass home. He does not stick around. He leaves all the time. It's not uncommon. I'm actually surprised he's still there. I think him showing up here was not an automatic thing at all. And now that we've already seen Bray Wyatt appear earlier, I don't think we're going to see him appear now, so he's done. So whoever wins this thing is really going to win it. I don't think we're going to get any swerves. Yeah, Lionel Richie doing Doritos commercials. What has the world coming to? I know, Strowman and Samoa Joe do have a lot in common when it comes to winning the title. I think it's time to change that. And let's have Braun branch out. He's younger, he's got more gas in the tank. There's more mileage in his career, I think, than with Joe at this point. And plus, Braun is, I mean, I loved Braun. I was super into Braun a couple years ago when he was tearing through everybody, including Roman Reigns. And then it just never happened. I thought he was set to win the world title in 2017.
Well, you can always bring it back within 7 days for a full refund for any reason. Like if I become allergic to yellow? Sure. Or my turtle hates it? Okay. What if I become a professional power walker? Seems like a strange reason to return a car, but you can. What if the glove box doesn't fit my glove? Well, you could try that before you buy it. What if the car and I just don't get along? Whatever the reason, CarMax will give you a full refund. That is good to know because Reggie is very opinionated. I'm sure he is. Taco Bell's nacho fries are already gold. Now,
JC, I'm going Strowman. Strowman's my pick. I know on the surface it seems weird because we've already seen Strowman and Brock so many times, but if they do it differently this time and they actually use this to make Strowman, make another big major star, another world title guy, something that they dropped the ball on already with Strowman, if that's the purpose here, then I want Strowman to win. I don't want him to win and then lose to Brock. I don't want to see, there's no point in that. It's already happened a couple times. I think the Toronto crowd would pop for that. They still have not started this match yet. All right, here we go. Yeah, Lashley would be a weird choice too. I don't know. I don't see Lashley, but
Corbin would love to eliminate Seth here in this match. Seth hanging on. Could be a short night for Seth Rollins.
definitely can't. I'm definitely ruling out Corbin, Ray, Sammy, Cesaro, Big E, for sure. I just don't think it's going to be any of them. Unless they don't have any plans of taking the belt off of Brock at all for a while, and they just want to give him a random opponent to beat, then it could be like a Lashley or a Big E. I think the only person in this ring that beats him would be a Strowman or a Roman or a Seth. Randy Orton would be a strange choice. If you're going to have somebody beat Brock, I'd rather have it be somebody other than Hall of Famer. Cesaro was just throwing these uppercuts. Oh, poor Ray. He's going to get swung. Yeah, like, how do you have Braun lose at this point? Like, after everything he's been through with the whole set crashing thing a couple weeks ago and then beating Bobby Lashley in the last man standing match, he's indestructible Braun, right? Like Braun, much like McIntyre, how I was saying earlier, when people are like, oh, there goes Cesaro. People are like, why is McIntyre not in the match? Why is KO not in the match? And I was like, well, if you're not going to have them win the match, I'd rather not have them be in the match. And Strowman's the same way. If you're not going to have Strowman win, I'd leave him out of it. There goes Lashley. So we got a Big E and Braun face-to-face thing happening here. Wow. Strowman running right over Big E. Did we see in this Battle Royal? I would have liked to see Big E. Wow. He hit the neutralizer? Or not the neutralizer. What's that thing called? Oh, an RKO to Big E. I'd like to see Big E and Lashley mix it up. Oh, he's gone. Goodbye, Big E. That was room for you, buddy. Oh, Sammy, you're gone. You are as good as gone, Sammy. Oh, Roman ate an RKO. Randy's RKOing everybody. Get Ray and Randy Orton. Wow, they go way back too, don't they? We got to get Corbin out of there, because everybody else is like a legend. Oh. Ooh, Orton went through the middle rope, though. He's not eliminated. Oh, Ray's gone. Corbin threw him out. Come on, Seth, get rid of somebody. It's probably going to be Seth, Strowman, and Reigns. Wow. And Randy Orton, don't forget, he's on the outside of the ring. Hopefully Corbin is going to be tossed out here. We got 7 minutes left in the show.
Rollins, who has his sights set, laser focused on Corbin. You know what?
Corbin, you are fucked. You're in the ring with 3 baby faces who hate you. And 2 of them are bigger than you. Oh, Randy Orton's outside. That's right, I forgot. Don't sleep on Randy. He's still out there. Oh, drive-by. And there goes Corbin, thank God. Lesnar and Orton too. I can't see them doing that, but they might. There's a chance. He's the final four. Seth, Roman, Strowman, and Orton are your final four. And they're trying to play it off like we're forgetting Orton's in the match. He's on the outside of the ring. Oh, Strowman and Roman again. And get a Moxley run in. What do you think? Roman, oh man. They're not going to do Roman and Seth, are they? Just a one-on-one match at SummerSlam. They might. Roman is going to... Nope. Oh, he's going to try to pull out Strowman. Oh, no. Oh, Seth's going to eliminate them both, possibly. Ah, oh, they're both gone. We're down to Seth and Randy Orton. Randy Orton's got to be slithering in. Oh, wow. Rollins hung on. Wow, is this what we're going to get? Seth's teetering. What's going to happen here? Oh, nailed Seth with the DDT. All right, final two. I'm off the chat, by the way, because you guys are a little bit ahead of me. I don't want to be spoiled. I don't even know if I guess I'm going to root for Orton in this scenario because we just got Seth and Brock. I don't know what the hell to do here. Part of me thinks they could do Seth and Roman now since there was the spear. And they could just do that in a one-on-one match at SummerSlam. Oh, here comes Seth with the curb stomp. Oh, Randy Orton didn't counter that one like he did at WrestleMania. That's it. And Seth did it. All right, Seth gets the rematch. He had to win a battle royal to do it. So what do they do? Put the belt back on Seth? I don't know what to make of that. Should have been Randy? Yeah, I mean, I didn't think it would be Randy just because we had that match just a couple years ago at SummerSlam, and what would really be different about it?
That's not how you introduce the winner of a cross-branded top 10 all-superstar battle royal. Please, Mr. Rollins, allow me. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the battle royal, the new #1 contender, and the man who now gets to go to SummerSlam.
I don't think it doesn't. I'm not really thrilled with it, but I don't think it doesn't make any sense. Seth got the belt stolen from him by the Money in the Bank briefcase holder. A rematch is not the craziest thing to fathom. I just wouldn't go in this direction at all. I wouldn't even have these two mixed up together. I'd have Brock feuding with somebody else. Cash in on Kofi. Do it over there.
For once in your life, shut the hell up! You've been a conduit for this long enough, so you step aside. I am talking directly to you, Brock Lesnar, the current reigning, defended, undisputed Universal Champion.
Well, wrap it up, Seth. You got less than a minute, buddy. Brother. I think Bray Wyatt's a man possessed.
To fight you and beat you. And I promise you SummerSlam will look a lot like WrestleMania. When I stomp your head into this mat.
Seth is the new Roman, kind of, right? He's getting all the opportunities, right? He should turn heel.
WWE Universal Heavyweight Champion.
That's it. Time's up, Seth. All right, well, that's that. Seth Rollins wins the Battle Royal, and he will go on to face Brock Lesnar again in a WrestleMania rematch at SummerSlam for the title, and he'll be challenging for it again. I think all this is very weird. I mean, what do they do? I mean, would they have... What would be the point, even, of, like, having Seth beat Brock at WrestleMania and then beat Brock at SummerSlam? Just to beat him twice for the belt. Part of me thinks Lesnar will retain. Interesting table for three, since Jeff Hardy is in the news. I guess right now on the network you got the Hardy Boys and Hurricane Helms. All bros from back in the day. It's interesting. Well, that's that on Raw. I don't know. How'd y'all feel about tonight's Raw? I don't think it was that great of a show. I think a lot of us feel a little bit let down with Seth being the challenger for Brock at SummerSlam. I kind of think that Seth makes the most sense, but I wouldn't have put the belt on Brock last night to begin with. I would have had Brock take the belt from Kofi and feud with someone new over on SmackDown. Or if Brock was going to be on Raw as the champion, then I'd have him face like Strowman and put Strowman over. Have him crush Brock Lesnar, but I don't know. Would have been fun to see Brock have a new opponent, but we don't. We'll see what happens. What do you think we have on paper right now for SummerSlam? Brock, Seth. Don't know who Kofi's going to work with yet. We probably got Bray Wyatt and the Demon. Probably Drew McIntyre and The Undertaker. Kevin Owens and Shane McMahon. Maybe you do another Ricochet and AJ match. What about a gimmick match? Put the title up on a ladder match or something with AJ and Ricochet. Maybe Nakamura defends against somebody else. I don't know who. Maybe Aleister Black. I don't know. Bret Hart says 4 out of 10. Yeah, Bret Hart would probably rate this 4 out of 10 or less. Interesting. And tomorrow, we should get an idea of who Kofi is going to face at SummerSlam as well. Daniel Bryan is no longer tag team champions. Would love to see him get back in the mix. We know Owens is going to be working Shane. We've got Ziggler now mixed up with Miz. I don't know what the hell Samoa Joe is doing. So Kofi needs a new opponent. And for SmackDown, when it comes to guys, aside from Daniel Bryan, if you want to work heel, the other name that was been tossed around a lot in this chat tonight was Roman Reigns. Maybe do Kofi and Roman. So you could get Kofi and Roman at SummerSlam. Maybe get Kofi and Roman and Seth both win titles and do some sort of a Benoit and Eddie hug at the end or something. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck you do. Or maybe even Orton goes over to challenge Kofi in a stupid stipulation match. Becky and Natty is kind of out of left field. I don't know. Roman needs an opponent. That's what I was just saying. That's why I think Roman could be an option for Kofi. If not, I don't know what Roman will do. I don't know what Lashley will do or Strowman will do either. No, I'm not doing a SmackDown stream tomorrow. I usually work on Tuesdays, so I will not be here for that. But depending on what happens, I'll be up here with a short video to discuss what the SummerSlam card likely looks like on paper a month out, and what we're most likely going to look for on the pay-per-view. Next couple of weeks will be a little crazy. I'll have some videos up this week and next week, but then I'll be absent for a few days when I take a quick trip up to Michigan. And then after that, second week in August, we're going to launch that Winged Eagle podcast. It's going to be fun. Vontae, you left. Seth won. Seth eliminated Roman and Strowman together after Roman speared Seth accidentally. And then Randy Orton was camping out on the outside of the ring, tried to pull a fast one and eliminate Seth. But Seth fought back and eliminated Orton. And it's going to be Seth and Brock. And Rollins cut a promo after the match and vowed to beat him. I just don't know why they're going backwards and forwards like this. It just makes no sense to me. I don't know. But anyway, I got to get the hell out of here now. Thanks again for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you to those of you who have been hanging out for both nights. We were together last night for over 4 hours, live reacting to Extreme Rules. And tonight, as always, was a lot of fun. So I will catch you guys probably later this week, maybe late tomorrow night, Wednesday, or maybe even Thursday or Friday to talk about whatever we're looking at for the SummerSlam card. Because I think tomorrow we'll find out who Kofi's opponent will be. And I'll come up here and we'll discuss it. Have a great rest of your night. Thanks for hanging out and be good. Talk to you soon. Peace.